We're back. He's bad. I'm mad, and she's flad. I don't know. Welcome back to the best thing you watched this week. We are talking movies and television, the best things that were on our screens for the past 2 weeks. Because we're playing a little bit of a catch up because Chris was lazy and he didn't want to join us for that week, so we just didn't do anything. That's not true. Chris was dead tired, and he needed some rest. So we're back. I hope you enjoyed joining us today. Normal format. If this is your first time, welcome. If this is your recurring time, however many times you've watched us live, thank you for being here live with us. But if you can't catch us live, then you're watching this on the replay. You are welcome too, and I'm speaking to you in the future. Well, no, your present, my future. Time travel. Anyway, I think we're going to have a lot of interesting things to talk about this week. I certainly have two that Chris probably won't think of me reviewing this week. I know Chris has got some interesting ones up his sleeve. So I think it's going to be a really diverse portfolio of the best things we watch this week, which I think is going to be fantastic. Once again, our Patreon has been a little bit slow of late because we've been up and down. Summer kind of does that, but we do have a lot of content in there. Over 100 videos. Starts at £1. So if you like our bearded faces and you want to be a part of the community there, I promise I will be more active on there than I have been of late. I think we'll probably do a video today to put up this week, and we can, get back into the fun things that we've been having there. I say that we haven't been that active, but we are pretty active on there. We put a lot of things up there. So, if you're part of that community, we really appreciate you joining us and everything. But we're here now to talk about the best thing that we watched. Chris, how are you?
I'm good.
It's your morning. Are you feeling fresh?
We get that less than fresh feeling. No. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I got some coffee, I'm here. I am ready to dive in because it has been a week. Funny enough though, like last week it would have been a very short week for me because I had been traveling. I went to New York with my wife, and we had just a fun but rapid fire whirlwind type of tour there. So I didn't get a lot of chance to watch much stuff.
Right.
And so anyway, but we'll talk about that. We will talk about that. Yeah.
Cool.
So,
should we say hello to whoever's here with us?
Yeah. Let's do that. We got M King. Hey, you're looking forward to the live. We are looking forward to it also. I don't know what that means.
Yeti.
Okay.
It is a Norwegian Yeti that says hello in Hebrew.
Okay, so the opportunity to offend a lot of different people. So okay. Yasi, welcome. What's up? Yes, we are good to be here. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Mode, welcome. We listened to any podcasts lately? I have not. Recently, I've been really stuck on some audiobooks, and I'm loving it.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. I listened to what's it called? I think it's called D&D Dads.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And they basically are their personas. They have these characters that they've created as like human characters, but have been transported with their kids into a D&D world. So they understand everything that is Earth-based, but then are transported into a D&D world, and they stick to their characters. So every week, the shenanigans they get up to is hilarious. You just have to watch. You'll find it quite easily. I think it's fairly popular. But that's like when I'm cleaning the house and you stick your headphones on. That'll help me get through, the tedious house cleaning, which is great. Anything that helps that.
Nice. UK cinema history. Really? I'm going to have to look that up as a podcast. That would be kind of fun. Have you heard of that one? Okay.
And I'm in the UK, so I should have heard of it.
There you go. You should have, yeah.
Have you heard of I know why.
Sharam wants to know if Alien Romulus is worth watching in the theater. I think we're going to talk about that today.
I think we might talk about that film. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Son of Soils, hey, good evening. Welcome. Glad you could join us.
Hello.
Run! Chris, hey, welcome.
What does that mean?
I don't
What am I
know.
missing? Saturday, run. I don't run. Full stop. I might.
Full stop. That's me.
I might walk briskly with a sway of the belly. You know, I walk that way and the belly goes that way, and then I go that way and the belly goes that way.
But you get momentum.
You do. Well, once you start, you don't want to stop.
It's hard to stop.
Yeah, it is. And then once you
And
stop,
turn.
like, ugh, that the momentous force. We're not that bad, guys. It's just funny, you know. Homer Simpson. I did, or who was it that is his friends? I didn't get to shake my belly like a bowl full of jelly. It's yeah.
Well, you know, the chubby unicorns, the rhinoceros, they can turn. They're like one of the fastest cornering animals or mammals.
Hippopotamuses as well. They're massive and they can move.
They're dangerous too. As cute as they look, those things will just.
They are the most dangerous African animal. Forget cheetahs, lions, any of that nonsense. Hyenas. Hippopotamuses kills more humans than any.
That's
the tensile strength, the jaw strength of those things.
And they don't really have sharp teeth. Well, I mean, I think the front teeth are a little sharp, but they're like tree trunks, right?
Yeah,
they just smash your bone.
Even if they don't chomp down that hard, what they're pushing into you is going to feel great. Yeah, you're not away from that.
Yeah. Welcome to National Geographic with Ruben and Chris.
It's Saturday, run because the hippo's after you.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, Mode saw Twister last night. A lot of fun.
Nice.
A lot of fun. Let's see. Try to watch the Indian movie Maharaja on Netflix.
Is it new? I'll add it to the never-ending list
of things to watch. Yeah, no, that's cool. Okay, Sharam also is keeping us up to date. Premier League is back. Man City versus Chelsea tomorrow.
Cool.
Sharam, who are you rooting for?
I don't care about any of those teams or football. So,
I don't have a team. I used to watch Tottenham.
Okay.
I did watch. You know what? When I was watching Welcome to Wrexham, there was they were showing some older stuff, and when they were playing Eastleigh.
What?
Yeah.
I should support Eastleigh. Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
Dude.
They're the local team. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so bad. I don't want to.
Still, though, come on.
You're right. Maybe I should.
That would be fun. Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sharam also watched Despicable Me 4. So boring. But your cousin's kids loved it. Well, that's good.
Yeah, that was going to be one of the things, but I had 4 things on the bad list this week because I actually went to the cinema to watch this. I had a hospital appointment, and so I had a couple of hours to kill, and it just so happened that like the local Winchester cinema, which is very cool, like arty, really expensive, but it has like amazing decor. So the experience of it, the people come to your seats and serve you like what they want. They have a menu, and then it's just posh. It's Winchester. It's posh. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I love Despicable Me 1. I love the Minions. I don't think they should have their own movies because I think they're fun inside the movie, and then you take them outside of that experience, and all their antics become just antics rather than being antics against Gru or something. So so I've seen 1, 2, and 3. Went in 4 with like mediocre expectations, and the cinema I was in it was fairly full, and I didn't hear one giggle from the kids the entire time. Not one.
Oh my gosh.
Never mind the adults. Yeah. And I thought it was a much darker story than I was expecting for a kids film. Like the themes of it. It was colorful and vibrant and, explosion story. But yeah, like Saram says, I was bored. It was very boring. And that's something Despicable Me should not be. So actually, if you're going to go to the cinema, maybe wait. I know that it comes out digitally at the end of this month and it's still at cinemas. So just wait. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It'll be out in digital. You can watch it there with your family, or if you're a big fan of that franchise. Yeah.
I said dart gun, not fart gun.
Not fart gun. I do like.
Why are
his
you so
brew.
What? What?
I like his brew.
Yes.
Gru's great.
Yeah. Gru's funny. Well, we will dive into more of Alien Romulus in a little bit. Yasi says, watch the first Alien. So there you go. Ruben, should we do our movie quote quiz and question and all that good
let's do all
stuff?
that. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Going back 2 weeks ago, we had two kind of winners. Nobody got all of them. Apparently, I was a little too rough on certain ones. Chris Retzlaff and Nostromo both got 2 out of 3, but they got different 2 out of 3. So the answers were The Holdovers, Payback, and The Illusionist. Now, Chris Retzlaff was like, well, funny that Paul Giamatti is the theme. Okay, he was in Lady in the Water. Yeah, Lady in the Water from M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Okay, which, funny enough, I had watched that movie the week that I did this. So I think maybe that's where Paul Giamatti popped into my head.
Okay.
It was totally subconscious. I did.
Funny that.
Yeah.
I like Lady in the Water.
I do too.
I wish we would do more of those films.
Yeah, the fairy tale type things are great.
They work quite well. Yeah. So there were 2 winners.
There were well, sort of. Yeah.
Sort of.
Sort of. Yeah. I mean, they got some, but which is bad, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. These were kind of random ones.
No,
too.
we're not giving out trophies like everyone's a winner.
Okay. Everybody sucks then. Nobody won. Sorry, Chris. Ruben said that's Ruben's rules. Just I don't.
Maybe they were too hard, and you've been doing this for
fired. Yeah, maybe. Well, that could be. That entirely is a possibility. Are you ready for the next 3?
Yeah.
For this week, the current ones.
Okay. Easy. Yeah.
Sure. Oh, and now wait. I do have them so you can see them on the screen also.
Awesome.
Let's see here. Okay. One particle of unobtainium has a nuclear reaction with the flux capacitor. Carry the 2, changing its atomic isotoner into a radioactive spider.
What the frick? That's 7 movies in one.
Yeah. Mom, do not touch that sock. You lost. How do you lose a rocket launcher?
Nice. To jump back into the comments, Yasi said that she answered them, or they answered them all.
Oh,
maybe it was in like the chat again, and we didn't see it.
Maybe. Sorry, Yasi.
So Yasi wins.
Yeah. Yasi, congratulations. Did you get all 3? Sometimes it like as I move through the timelines, it doesn't always catch everything, or I miss it. So, Yasi, I'm sorry.
We're sorry. We apologize.
Yes,
I blame Chris. Yeah.
I do too. Did you get all 3 of them? That's what I.
Yeah. You never read my answers. I answered them all. No. Yeah, with sad face.
Oh yeah. Well, and they're not Alexander. One of them is an Alexander Payne movie, but Payback and The Illusionist, I'm pretty sure are not. Yeah, but that's okay. Paul Giamatti definitely there.
Okay, so you set new ones.
Yes, I have. And Run was referenced to Andy in Romulus.
Oh, in Romulus. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, we will talk about Andy. Yes. Okay. Ruben.
Yes.
I need to know, what is your question?
Oh, yes. Cool. I'm like, what are we doing again? Oh, yes. Okay, so I enjoyed this movie. Most people didn't. It just came out this week. It was the John Cena and Aquafina Amazon action
Oh,
comedy.
uh-huh.
But the theme is, or the synopsis is if you win the lottery, and I think it's is it in California that it said? Is it LA?
Sure.
Sure, whatever. Whatever state it's in.
Nondescript
Yeah,
United States.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of the states. The money that you win from the lottery is like 2.7 billion. It's a rollover. It's a huge amount. But I guess poverty is at all-time high. So
Okay.
this lottery thing that they created was the MacGuffin that they used to try and mask what was actually happening. So people are excited because if you win the lottery, you win 2.7 billion. But the government also has a way of making it much more exciting, and introduces the purge. Basically, you're allowed to kill the person with the lottery ticket, and if you do that, then you win their lottery ticket. So
you can just steal it from them.
I suppose you could.
I mean, that's just what you're doing, right? Am I correct?
Not stealing, they kill them. Yeah, murder is legalized. So yeah, so you just for that 24 hours or while the competition is going on, and it's all there's like locators. Anyway, the big thing is, I wanted to ask if that happened in America, one of the states legalized murder in order for you to win. Let's just say 3 billion. So you go and kill that one person, you get 3 billion. Would you do it?
But then that then puts the target on me, right?
Yeah, it probably would if you survive until like morning, which is when the timer is up. Then you get
last man standing until the time is up.
Yeah.
Well, considering that people don't always stick by the rules, and so even after the 24 hours was up, they would probably still kill me and be like, "Hey, I got his thing. Here's his."
Well,
head.
there were ways to track, and there were cameras and all sorts of things that were like trying to obey the rules. Also, you weren't allowed to use any bullets or grenades or guns like that. There was the homemade weapons, basically. Still lots of lethal things that you could see in the film, but
sure.
I thought it was an interesting premise because people's morals are swaying further and further down the line, and we only have to look to certain countries where legalized stoning is still legal in their country. You can stone a woman in certain countries legally.
In California, you can get stoned.
Can you actually? Oh, right. No, nice. Really slow for that one. Yeah. In Russia, I believe you can legally beat your wife. And she can't do anything about it. So, on that happy note,
oh goodness,
I want to know in the comments, because I mean, basically, you kill one person and you survive, and you have 3 billion. Think about all the good you could do.
You do have to live with the fact, though, that you killed somebody. I don't think everybody could do that.
No, I don't. Yeah, it takes a certain mindset.
And I think it would have lasting effects. You know, that's dark.
Yeah,
you know,
but I mean that's kind of the question that there were. Even though it's a comedy, it's kind of what they throw up about society.
Well, and funny enough, I watched a movie that comes out this coming week that deals with a very similar premise, showing greed and what people will do for money. And yeah, so anyway.
Talking about weed, I think our neighbors are partaking. Because I can smell it coming through my...
yeah.
So if I get happier as the show goes on, you'll know why.
There you go. Hey, cool.
Hey, you guys, you're the best.
Should we go back to the comments before we
yes, while you're doing that, I'm going to swap my battery because something's happening with it. It's...
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I will...
Not reading well.
Oh, okay. Cool. So let's see here. Going back to the comments, Mode wants to know if we've seen Old Man series. I have not. That's Jeff Bridges, right? Am I do want to see it. It looks cool, and I really like just Jeff Bridges. So that's yeah. I did not know that they were doing a season 2 though. So that's cool. I guess more of a reason to really hop on. Ruben Mode was saying that. Have you watched Old Man on
No.
FX? Okay. Apparently, season 2 is coming. So it's really good though. So I want to see it.
All right, that didn't work.
Oh,
I'll be gone again.
Okay. Well, that was weird. Okay. Chris, you think your movie quote guesses could be a real? I don't know what that means. Um, yes. Yossi and Chris going and back and forth on there about. Oh, hey, Yossi, we believe you that you answered it. So we're good there. Yeah, Chris is just laughing. We will definitely go back and look for that. Okay. Guesses this week might be considered a real gambit. Okay. Ruben, Chris, Retzlaff, you probably didn't hear part of it. He had an original. He had an original comment, and it looked like it either got cut off or whatever. But he said, "My guesses this week might be considered a real gambit," and I'm not going to comment any further on that.
Nice.
But okay. Oh, wait, Badger. Hey, welcome, Badger. Good to see you. Robot Ruben, what type of battery do you use to charge yourself? Atomic power cell?
Unfortunately, I'm not that upgraded. I use these types, and I just threw 2 away because they were saying charged, and I put them in the camera, and they were not. So those 2 are done. Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah. I also have to throw them away far out because they cause a mini nuke. Yeah.
Niket, welcome. Yes, I have seen the finale of Presumed Innocent.
You did it.
I did it. Yes.
You did it, R2? Yeah.
The killer was not anywhere near the top of my list. It was like a slight possibility, but it was like, oh, wait a minute. Hey,
Watch it.
I like, dude, you need to. I enjoyed that. Also, a bit of news: Peter Sarsgaard said that he is not returning for season 2. They talked about how season 2 is going to be a new case, different people, the whole thing, and so I guess it's maybe not going to. I don't know where it's going to take place. I didn't realize that Jake Gyllenhaal would probably return. I'm not sure that's a good choice because he was not a likable character in this.
No, he wasn't. Yeah.
So you can't really have him in there. I think if you keep Bill Camp, I'm down. But anyway.
Bill?
Yeah. All right. So Yossi is going to be throwing down with Chris Retzlaff there. Okay. Let's go to the best thing we watched.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
All right. I will start with a movie that's an easy 5. And anybody that argues with me that it's an easy 5, you're wrong. And I don't often say that about film because people's opinions are subjective. Mm-hmm. Art is subjective. However, this film is not.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about Aliens, Romulus. That's not the one I'm talking about. First, today is a film I've never seen. And Chris, you've been trying to get me to watch this for years. And I finally saw it. Can you read what that says?
12 Angry Men.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, dude.
I was so surprised because I honestly thought this was going to be slow and boring. And it's black and white. It's 1952. It could be a stage play. It probably was. It's all set in one room. It's after a court case. And these 12 guys have to go and deliberate the outcome of a young kid, an 18-year-old, who, if they sentence him as guilty, he gets sentenced to death. And so the consequences are big. But what plays out in that courtroom is just one guy willing to to just say, hey, I'm not quite sure. He could be guilty. Just one guy. And then they start talking. And through the film, you get to know each of the 12 men. And they, by the end, that is that person. That is that person. The characteristics of each character was so well defined. I was astounded at how much we get to know the characters by who they are as people. And there are moments that I was like, yeah, that's awesome. The response of the dialogue of people standing up against people that are bigoted, people that are racist, dads that have broken relationships and families, and dads that are just evil, and them realizing that it plays out so beautifully, but it's all in one room. And yet I think I've seen so many stories in one film. Honestly, I thought it was incredible. If you don't believe me, I will get my wife one day to come up and just say how incredible this film was, because she wasn't going to watch it with me. She was on an iPad. It started up and she was there. And, you know, the sort of movie where you say, please pause it if you go to the bathroom, rather than, no, let it play, it's fine. That sort of film. This is an old film, 1954 or 56, around about that time, black and white. And I would be the first person to say, yeah, I know Chris likes his olden movies. You know, sometimes he loves those. I took a chance because I actually do value your opinion. And I actually do. Just saying. That was said in such a shirty way as well.
I totally understood it.
Good Lord. No, but honestly, if you've never seen this, do yourself a favor and give it a watch.
Dude, the dynamics that take place in that jury deliberation room are, oh my gosh. Like as you were talking, I'm thinking through small bits of scenes, you know, and just the different motivations for why people are voting the way they are versus guilt or innocence.
Yeah.
You know, whether they, well, yeah, just, oh my gosh.
I just thought it was a masterclass in filmmaking as well, because you feel like it's almost one camera. It isn't. There are cuts, but the way it's situated and the acting with the dialogue, the way they, because there's long monologues, some of them, and sometimes you don't cut for a long time, but they all feel like they really are acting naturally. It comes out, some of the scripting comes out like it could just be 12 people in a room that are actually emotionally reacting to the situation they're in, which makes the script so much more better if it plays like these are real people. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Now it will be fun when you watch other movies or you think back to movies that you've seen where they have drawn huge inspiration from this.
Yes.
You know, there have been remakes over the years, but
oh, I don't know if I ever want to watch a remake.
Oh no, yeah, no, it's you go, why would you you can't improve on this movie, and even putting it into modern times doesn't improve it.
It works today.
It does.
The messages works even more today. I was like, this is so relevant. How crazy is that?
Yeah. I think the biggest difference that you could make to make it relevant for today would be to add women into the jury pool.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
you know,
like now it would be like a multicultural.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so glad you watched that. That's cool.
So good. Yeah, so good. Yeah. Such a treat.
Oh man. All right. Well, for me, this is a movie that comes out this coming week. I've not done a review on it yet. I went in blind.
Okay. So you knew nothing about it. Okay.
I knew nothing about it. I'm going to be very, very vague on this, okay?
Okay.
Because you need to go in, you need to know whether or not you should see it, but you do not look up anything. Don't watch any trailers. Don't read anything, because it will change the experience of the movie. It is called Strange Darling.
I've never even heard of it.
It is.
Should I even look it up?
No, don't look it up. Oh, you can. Yeah, you could look it up. Just
what's the genre? Is it horror? Thriller.
I would say more thriller. And it is it's in modern day, but it's shot on film. and you can tell, and it is beautiful. It feels, those shot choices that they do and everything feel like we're watching like a mid-70s movie.
Right. Did you know the synopsis? Did you
No.
know? Okay, cool.
The only thing I had seen, I did see a brief teaser trailer at one point, and it shows a couple sitting in a car, and it looks like it's like a first date type of thing. And the girl asks the guy, "Are you a serial killer?"
Huh.
And that's it. You know what I mean? And
Well, the synopsis gives you that much. So
yeah. Okay. So what this is, though, I mean, this is a edge of your seat, wild type of thriller. So very small cast. Kyle Gallner and Willa Fitzgerald, who Willa Fitzgerald was in Fall of the House of Usher most recently. She played the sister or the wife of the dude. The wife, I think, of the dude, of Usher.
right.
I don't even know how to describe it. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, and Kyle Gallner, who has been in, he's actually been in several movies this year, all that look kind of dark and everything. He was in Scream 5, Scream, where he was the dude that was in the bar who had the car and got killed pretty quickly. I don't know. I didn't really like not about his performance, just his character was ill-defined in that one. So anyway, has nothing to do with this movie. He's brilliant in this movie. So is Willa Fitzgerald. You also have Barbara Hershey and Ed Begley Jr. And there is a moment in this where Ed Begley Jr. is preparing some food, and out loud I said, "Good God." It's not. Anyway, this movie is beautiful and twisting and edge of your seat. And for me, 5 out of 5. It is. Now, I think, though, because it has some unique characteristics in the way that the story is presented, I think if you change that presentation style, it removes some of the ingenuity, some of the storytelling. It's like Pulp Fiction. It's told out of order.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And it really, really works. That's so I don't know how wide this is going to be distributed, but seriously, if you enjoy thrillers and you enjoy just some riveting performances, knock over children and elderly people to get to the theater.
Well, you could go to Fright Fest here. It will be showing Strange Darling from the 22nd to the 26th, and then it only comes to the UK cinemas on the 20th of September. So if you like festivals and they're close to you, go give that a go. Shelby Oaks is on there as well. Chris Duckman's one. So
yeah, luckily I did see that it was playing there, but we had an early screening for it. Yeah, so I bought tickets. My wife and we bought tickets and went and saw, and they had afterwards there was a director Q&A. Little fun fact, has nothing to do with the plot or anything like this, so I can fully talk about this.
Yeah.
Giovanni Ribisi, you know him?
Yeah.
He is the cinematographer on this.
What?
Yeah, he's the DP also. He's grown
acting. Was he?
No, but he's grown up around the camera, and
of course.
and so some of the choices that he makes and helps with the shot framing, were great. There are a couple, I got to say, and it was more on the camera work than anything else. There was one time where the camera zooms in, and it zoomed in, which is 70s ish.
Yeah.
Feel to it, fine. I'm not a huge fan of that, but whatever. It worked in this genre. And it zoomed in, and then it stopped, and then it zoomed in just a tiny bit, and it looked like a mistake. at that point that they had kept in. I was bummed about that, but because it was shot on film, it was they either could retake that whole thing or you deal with it as it is.
Yeah.
And something that watching in the Q&A afterwards, something that I had never, I think, considered before. Like, once it was said out loud, it was like a light bulb duh moment. But Carla Gugino was actually moderating and asking the questions of the director, Willa Fitzgerald and Giovanni Ribisi. And she had said, or brought up the idea that shooting on film changes the entire dynamic compared to shooting on digital.
Of course it does, yeah.
Because digital, it's like when we moved from film cameras to digital cameras, we no longer cared so much about composition, because if the first shot wasn't okay, we could take 25 more and capture it, right?
True.
But if we had film, if we took 23 pictures and they were all crap, we had typically at most one left, that to get that shot.
You got to get it right, and film is so expensive. It probably is more so now.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. And so you had to make all of those decisions. And so the actors every bit of that was more intense, right? Because on an actor, the pressure to not screw up because you're wasting actual resources, not just time, but it also then it shortens up shoot times sometimes, because, you're not going to shoot 7 takes on film of a 15-minute sequence when really you got it in 2,
true.
And so it was an interesting insight to see how that affects actors and directors. I mean, well, everybody that was on.
I wonder if there was a sharpness to people filming on film. I'd love to do comparisons. There's a really good video essay there, actually, just looking at like how much more sharper you had to be, because when you did action and roll camera, you're literally rolling the camera. Like, as in the reel is now shooting, you're getting that print. Time is money, meaning, digital, just, re-record over the memory card if there was a really crap shot or whatever. Even if you accidentally formatted the memory card, there are ways to get the footage back. So, like, it did kind of change that format forever, because there's a lot of positives, but there are a few negatives, which is one of the reasons why Christopher Nolan only does his movies on film. He loves the magic that creates, and I do wonder if we've lost some of that magic, because 99% of all films are now shot digitally.
Well, and like JT Molnar, who is the writer director of this, he talked about, like, film is his thing. He got in this to be a filmmaker,
right?
And so he continues to shoot on film, and you can tell there's qualities to it, which is also assisted by the cinematography and everything, because of the lighting choices, the color choices that we get. I mean, these are deep, rich colors, but they're not, like, most of the time they're not overly vibrant. You see that richness to it.
Kay, my partner, we were watching a film last night. This new film that's come on Netflix. Don't watch it; it's crap. What the hell was it called? I've even forgotten. Oh, The Union.
The one? Oh my gosh!
It's just awful.
It's on my poo list to talk
if about. I were to give it another title, I would say generic as fuck, but I won't say that because I don't swear ever. It looked so crisp and clean. And Kirsten said, "What are we looking at? Why is it so crisp and clean? It's shouting out to be film. This sort of action film, is the ones that we used to love in the 90s and 2000s, where things were shot on film. That is what this film was screaming to be. Every now and again, at a night shot, we had the cinematography that looked like the neon colors, and it's like, that's cool. But most of the film was so clean and crisp, it was too much. I was like, I don't like it. It's making me feel yuck. Like,
it was shiny, right?
It was gross.
It was like Disneyfied.
Yeah.
And like there was a scene where they had Jackie Earl Haley, or Jackie Haley, or whatever his name is, in their building, and there were some other people as they were going through it, and I'm like, dude, this doesn't even look natural. It just looks so like sterile. because of how
it's horrible.
Yeah.
And I've seen
Ugh.
films like that come recently. I've seen a few at cinema, but it's very rare. But those ones that like get dropped on Netflix or Amazon or Prime Video, Apple,
Yeah.
some of those are so TV-fied.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh,
Yeah,
I'd be pissed if I paid for this at the cinema.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Cool.
You want to go back to the comments?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say hi to everybody.
Okay, let's see here. Let me find where we left off. Hey, crochet a while and listen. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Best thing you watched this week was Umbrella Academy rewatch and then the new season. Did you start over from season 1 or did you just watch season 3 and then continue on to season 4? Curious. Ruben, you enjoyed season 4, right?
I loved it. Yeah, I thought it was great.
Okay. I have not seen season 3 or 4.
It's been very divisive though this season in particular. A lot of people hate how it ended. I thought it was really brave of them to end it like they did, and honestly, it's the only way that I think they could have ended it. There's a relationship storyline in it that a lot of people didn't like. I thought it added weight to it. So, like, I'm total opposite of what people are saying. If you watched the 4th season and you switched off when the credits started rolling, mid credits, there's a scene that changes things.
Really?
So,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, that's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
To do on a ending show.
No, it makes sense. It's like, and this is probably how it's gonna happen now.
Oh,
It
I
doesn't
I just meant like waiting through, doing mid credits.
Oh yeah.
I mean, why not just show that, like go to
It-
black
it-
for a second and
Because it kind of leaves you with 2 endings.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess they were trying to be clever. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yossi totally agrees with you. 12 Angry Men, masterpiece. Masterclass of pacing. Chris Retzlaff said they performed 12 Angry Men in high school and college. Wow.
Whoa. What a cool play. Whoever your teacher was. Nice.
Yeah, you were right, Ruben. I mean, it is definitely just a stage play that's
Stage
put
play,
on
yeah.
film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which those are the ones that I love so much, especially about the older films, that you get some of these.
Well, I think a modern one, the
Mass.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mass. That film wrecked me. Yeah.
Yeah. Still though, amazing.
Amazing film.
Zed, hello.
Hello, Zed.
You don't get notifications from Ruben's channel for unknown reasons. Have you pissed off YouTube or something?
I mean, it's possible, but I have done a lot less. Last couple of weeks, I've done a lot less reviews. But this week, I did a few. So you should have seen. I did anime reviews. I did 2 for Alien. I did Borderlands. It's all on there. So if you're not getting those notifications, send them an email or something. Say, yo.
I got notifications, but I have seen that, and even from my channel, like personally, or people have told that I don't get your notifications sometimes. What you can do is go into the settings sometimes on that channel and change it from, just change it like from whatever it is, everything to nothing, and then change it back.
And then change it back and it refreshes it. Because sometimes I send you screenshots. He's like, hey, I just got a notification. Apparently, you just released this review. And it's like 4 days later. You're like, what the hell? I've already watched this review twice. And you're like, hey, have you seen this? He just released it. It's like, no, he didn't.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, so, yeah.
And they tell me it's not broken. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's very broken.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Niket watched Ida Red. This movie. Pretty decent film. Josh Hartnett, Melissa Leo, Frank Grillo. Have you heard about this film? I have not heard about this.
I have not heard about this film.
Ida Red Walker may not survive her terminal illness while incarcerated for armed robbery. She turns to her son Wyatt for one last job and a chance to regain her freedom. It's a crime thriller, or it's more of a Western, like a
Frank Grillo.
Yeah,
Deborah Ann Wall. Huh.
I'm most interested in
Josh
Hartnett, but hey, Sophia Hublitz, who was Ozark daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I just thought you made that name up.
I did.
Yeah. Hoblets.
Hublets. Yes. M, good morning, welcome, afternoon, happy Saturday, regardless. Glad you're here. Utaka! Hey!
Sup, Utaka?
Yeah!
How's
Glad
that
you're
beard
here.
growing?
Oh, dude. Best movie to watch this week for Son of Soils. Three
Three
extremes
extremes.
from 2000. I don't. This doesn't sound right, or not right.
Left?
Yes. Oh, okay. It actually has an ellipsis in there, so it's three dot dot dot
What?
extreme. Oh my gosh! I saw a very first like an image that popped. Good God! What? I. It's a dark comedy horror.
What is this movie? I've never heard of it. Original title Sam Gang 2. Do we need to
But
have
it's,
watched Sam Gang 1?
dude.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I.
There's a
holy-
trailer, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching right now. I'm so distracted because I'm just
Yeah,
like,
You
this
know
is.
we're doing a live, right?
I got to switch off of that because
Come
that is
back, man.
that is. I cannot wait to watch that. It's on Freevee in the U.S., so I'm going to do that. Thanks, Son of Soils. Appreciate that.
Always bringing us the best weird content
Yeah.
with Utaka, bringing us the best horrors.
Exactly.
Oh,
Okay. So Crochet a While and Listen watched all of the Umbrella Academy.
oh wow. Nice.
Nice.
That's quite a binge.
Nice. Yeah. What was the best cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine to you? We're far enough out. I think we can talk.
I think
about
we're far enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The internet has spoiled it, like even before it came out.
Okay, so just a warning, guys. If you haven't yet watched Daredevil and Wolverine, that's okay, but
Deadpool.
you may want to. Deadpool. What did I say?
Daredevil.
That is a different movie. Deadpool and Wolverine. Then come back in like a minute.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Who for you?
Oh my gosh, there were so many great ones. I think Blade. Seeing Wesley Snipes back as Blade, I was just like, and then he uttered the line.
We all
the
went
iconic line. Yeah, in a Disney movie.
when another Blade movie is supposed to come out.
Oh yeah, no. I was talking about some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. Is his iconic line at the end of Blade 1 when he finally kills Deacon Frost with terrible CGI where Deacon Frost explodes into Tomato Man.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but Mahershala Ali has been wanting to be Blade for the last 5 years, and that project has lost like multiple directors, multiple writers, and even Ryan Reynolds has said we want one more Blade movie for Wesley Snipes to finish his trilogy, because the third one, which Ryan Reynolds is in, Blade Trinity, and I don't know if you've seen that movie. It was shocking. I don't think at that point anybody wanted to be there for that movie. But the first two are brilliant. I actually prefer number 2.
Okay. I don't remember either of them very much. It's been a long time since I've seen them.
Yeah.
I saw this. Ryan Reynolds had tweeted it, because I do watch Welcome to Wrexham. I'm not fully caught up yet. But Paul Mullen, who's their scorer, I guess, in the scene with the multiple Deadpools, there's one that is wearing Wrexham colors and a Wrexham badge. It's actually Paul Mullen in the thing.
I missed that.
It's so cool. It was yeah. So anyway, there you go. Yeah.
I mean, there are cameos that were there in the Deadpools I didn't even know were there.
Even know. Mm-hmm.
Like his wife, Blake Lively, is the
Lady Deadpool.
Like, I only found out that late.
I figured that, but it was confirmed when I watched the credits.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah.
Also, the guy that is everybody's favorite that basically stops basically stops the madness from happening. What's his name? The character that he was in Deadpool 2. Is it Ben Paul? What's his name? Generic office dude that is part of the superior team with
Oh,
no superpowers.
yes. Peter.
Peter. And the film is dedicated to him in number 2. But that's mostly because of what Peter, the actor, has gone through with his life. He lost his child, and
Oh, really?
it was really sad.
Oh,
But yeah, everybody just kind of, and he's such a lovable dude in real life, apparently. So I love the fact that he was included in this in the way he was. It's fantastic. Gambit. If I wasn't gonna say Blade, I'd say Gambit because I've been wanting to see him do Gambit. Now, people had issues with his accent. You're wrong. He lived there. That's what the accent you're hearing is the correct accent for that character. Like, you're just plain wrong. Sorry. Just do your own research on that and you'll find out that that's actually correct.
Well, and it was so close to what was done in X-Men 97.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought it was great. I want to see him do a
do too.
movie. I would love to see him. I thought the sequences with him were fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Thoughts on Robert Downey Jr. being Dr. Doom?
Did we cover this?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not for it.
I think we covered it a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I don't think you need to pull out your Robert Downey Jr. card when Marvel is doing badly. I think you just need to write better.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Agreed. Oh, sorry, Son of Soils. I thought I read that before as with your Burning is that you were going to be watching Burning, but you watched Burning this week and the 3 Extremes last week. So cool. I have not seen Burning. Have you seen Burning? Wait, let me make sure. I know it was. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. Stephen Yeun. Okay. M. King likes both of those iconic lines from
Nice.
and Channing. Yeah, Channing was great. Chris is a bit like Whistler in Blade. Cool beard, rock and roll style, lots of special blades for.
That's true. Yeah, he does have a few too many blades.
You got a pretty mouth.
Hey, there's the freebie for you guys.
You got a pretty beard. Who is Whistler?
Whistler is Blade's guy that makes like the gadgets. He's the guy that walks around with on a limp. He does hunt with him. He's the guy that made the inhaler breath. That way he uses it like it's a bit of blood to keep him going, rather than him feeding on humans. It's a very cool dude. Very cool dude.
I need to. Well, who's the actor that? Oh, Chris Christopherson in the first movie. Well, hey, that's cool. Okay,
yeah. Christopherson.
And that's, hey, Chris, just spelled differently, but hey, I'll take that. Thanks, Badger. Gabriel, welcome. You and your 18-year-old son saw Romulus last night. He loved it, and you did too. Cool. Oh, you saw the first movie when you were about 12. It's great. How
nice.
Yeah, dude, that's... Oh, and it was a packed house, too. That's outstanding.
Great atmosphere for that film.
Yes. Thoughts about Calverine?
That's Henry Cavill as Wolverine.
Dude, that was the one that I was waiting for you to see. Like we all geeked out, but I knew that you would.
Yeah, I did. My mind is like, he's the Witcher. Like, it's like, if anybody else could do it, if he could do it.
Seriously, like he was the one that I would buy.
Could. Yeah.
As oh my gosh, yes.
But he has too many IPs now. We need to not. I don't want to water him down like with The Rock or saturated until we've please don't just be Henry Cavill in everything.
I would like him to be just a role. You know what I mean? Not a franchise type of thing. I want to just see you in a movie here and a movie here and a movie here that are totally different. Yeah. There aren't these things.
His Highlander will be coming out soon, and he's busy working on the 40K universe. So,
but both of those are franchise type things.
True.
You know, I mean, I want to see
I
him,
want to
which is
see him.
fine. I mean,
We,
it's
I
just,
mean, I just saw him in the Gentleman. Oh, what the hell was that? And he was
oh,
brilliant in that. Brilliant
yes,
in it.
ungentlemanly warfare.
Yes, he's fantastic in that.
I agree with that. He would that, and that was like a one-off type of
One
thing.
off,
He was
one
just
time, and he can do it. So yeah,
dude, and him in the when he's talking to everybody and he's stealing
he's just
everything.
stealing stuff. It's like that's a
But
nice coat.
it's not even subtle. I mean,
No,
he's just taking it.
he just does it. But I like the gag of him. Like that's a nice coat. I need to get myself one of those coats. Next scene,
We see him.
he has the coats. It's like, okay then.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So Badger wants to know if I'm Whistler, are you Blade or are you Deacon? Or are we a vampire hunting duo? I want to be a vampire.
I don't think I could pull off Deacon Frost. He's too much of a douchebag.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be that.
And I could be a day walker, but I'd have to be a lot fitter. And I like my fast food, so I don't know if I can be that either. I could be a hunter, one of the hunters from the supernatural verse that kills vampires. I'll be happy with that. In like a nice muscle car with my boomstick. Be very happy with that. Yeah.
Nice. Henry Cavill in 40K universe is still something you want to see. I think it should be. I mean, he's a geek in that, right?
Yeah.
And as long as they let him give his contributions as a knowledgeable geek of the lore,
When you actually do it justice, and you listen to the people that know the content, you get something that's special. I think the first and second season of The Witcher were aiming that way, and then we were just. I don't want to say it, but it does feel like it has an agenda, and
I don't understand why you would work against the people who are huge fans of it.
Yeah,
because they're going to help make that property better.
The taste of Henry leaving, it just feels wrong. It's like he wouldn't have left that. He was so invested.
He was so on invested for the whole thing. Yeah.
He loved it. And he loved the fans. But the more and more the writers went a certain way, veering away from the books, trying to do their own thing with it, he was like, but this is what the characters do. We know them this way because we have that established lore. And so for him to jump out of that is crazy.
Gabriel's really hyped for Smile 2. I'm becoming more.
I saw a trailer for it this week. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll watch that. It's got Lemonade Mouth Girl in it. Not Bridget Mendler, but the other one. That's all I know her from. I think she was in that Fox show with Stephen Graham. No, who is the guy in Ruben? Are you?
Do you know how long I've been doing this?
Well, at first I was like, "What are you doing?" And then I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you've frozen!" And then I got it. There was a whole lot of progression of thoughts in there that had to go through things. And
muscles.
Well, do you remember when the first movie came out, the viral marketing that they were doing?
So good
at sports shows and everything. You just had people in the back
just smiling. You stop that. You stop.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's I hope it's going to be fun. Way creepier than Long Legs. You thought? It's a totally different genre,
different vibe, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I can. Like Long Legs, I felt was more unsettling, and a little bit of a thinker more movie. The Smile is like that. Just, I mean, I got creeped out. The first movie I had a lot of fun with. Did you enjoy the first one?
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah,
okay. Cool. Gabriel also watched Borderlands this week. It's definitely not good, but the hate is way over the top.
I
You're not
don't know how to. I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm not going to respond to that comment. I'm going to
I
take the fifth.
I have not seen it. Once I saw that Grace Randolph was the one who actually ruined the 0 Rotten Tomatoes score, I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't go and see that. That makes
Does
me
she
feel
like
better.
the movie?
She did. She was the first person to give it a fresh rating.
That says everything. It does.
Yeah, right. It makes
Oh
no
my
sense.
gosh.
It was at 0%. Like
Yeah.
everybody across the board was like, "This is do not see this." And I
You know,
don't.
maybe that's just smart marketing from her because it gets her way up there. Everybody's going to be
Y-
talking about it.
Well, there was a
In,
guy. There's another guy, Adam Reviews Movies on YouTube.
mm,
He did the exact same thing, except it was the opposite way for Godzilla -1. Like it was 100%. Everybody was loving it, and he comes in and he's like, "This was boring. It was stupid. It wasn't a good movie." And a lot of people thought that he was doing that. Like he was the first person. He
to
broke
be
it
the
out of
one to do
100%.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
they thought it was more of like clickbait or,
Mm.
audience baiting, something like that, which it could have been. I mean, I listened to his take and I was like, dude, I think you're way off. I'm not sure you were even paying
That's not a
attention to
take.
the movie.
Yeah. Did you watch
Yeah.
the same movie? Did you
Yeah.
maybe watch one of the original black and whites and thought it was Godzilla minus one?
Yeah. It was weird because this one, I mean, I don't know how anybody could walk away from this movie. Well, and it doesn't matter if you liked it or not. That's not to say though that this one didn't have like connection with people, with the characters, with any of
First
that.
hour of the movie is established just on people and connection.
Dude, I have never cared about humans so much in a Godzilla movie before this one.
Normally, you just want Godzilla to squish him. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it was still cool when he did. I mean,
Yeah,
that was
fling.
yeah. All right. Shiny.
What's that? What's that? Nice.
Juice, good day.
Hey, Jesus, yeah. Good day, mate. Good day.
Oh. Which part of Planet of the Apes series is your favorite and why does it stand out to you? Mode wants to know.
I would say the reboot first part is my favorite because I like the relationship that is formed between the growing intelligence.
Mm.
I love the reverse of where Caesar's looking after the old guy, where the old guy was looking after Caesar. I just think as a rebranding, a restarting of a franchise that was old, I thought it worked so well. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Rise was fantastic. The small nods that they included in there,
Yeah.
from it just being either audio where you hear
Oh,
about
yeah.
like the astronaut,
Yeah,
they've lost
exactly.
contact with them,
Yeah.
or Caesar having the a Statue of Liberty little thing, just
Yeah.
those little things. I mean, oh my gosh, yeah.
It's together strong.
It- mm. I'm so glad we rewatched those this year.
I recently watched for the first time the new one.
Kingdom.
Yeah. And it's a weird movie. It's odd. It just doesn't have the same heart as the trilogy.
It is different. It is a different Apes movie.
I enjoyed it, but it
Yeah.
just didn't have the same impact for me. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, weird.
I get
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
I also didn't there was a shifting, if I'm remembering correctly, of Freya Allen then becoming the central character versus
Yeah.
which I thought was weird. I mean, I
That is
understand as the movie goes along, you understand why they do that,
Mm.
but for an Apes movie,
It's an Apes movie. Yeah.
yeah. And so anyway, there you go. Chris Retzlaff did not mind Borderlands. Kate
Get
with
out.
a flamethrower to Motorhead's Ace of Spades. Okay, 13-year-old self went crazy.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Gabriel is Gabriel
Mhm,
and Chris. If you enjoyed it, that's all that matters. Art is subjective. If you took something away from it, then that's awesome. And actually, that means that you are in a better place than we are because I'm a big fan of the games. I've spent hundreds of hours playing the games. I would love to have loved this movie. So I'm just sad. And then at the day, you're happy. So.
I might enjoy it more than most people because I've never played it.
Okay, so let me say this. The original movie was completed 3 years ago. Okay? 3 years ago. Every one of the actors have since then made movies and had them released and done the press tours for them. This movie originally came on with Eli Roth as the director, and then he was asked to do his style of gore on it. We originally had the writer that did Chernobyl series. Yes. That was the movie that was being put together. Since then, the writer of Chernobyl has removed his writing credit from it. And the cinematographer has gone online saying when he was filming it, we were filming sword off people's ankles and blood and gore. He said the film that he sees now is not the one that he filmed. So the many reshoots and the many passes that this film had is a completely different film from what was originally created.
So was Eli Roth not the original director?
No, he was. He's still the director on this.
Yeah.
But what
the
they
other
had
people...
him for is not the original intended, because they went from we want this to be a strict 18 R-rated film, at least 15, to now we're going to do the all audience. What they've done is alienated the actual fans, and then they're getting much less money for it because word of mouth spread like wildfire for this film, and has had, if not one of the biggest box office flops in history. Like it's definitely in the top 3 of all time. Yeah.
Wow. Waterworld, it's coming for you.
Yeah.
Oh, Leo the Short Guy, party time. We are glad you are here. Welcome. Ruben, let's go back to our our actual show.
We talked about films and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Shall we talk about Aliens Romulus? Is this on the best thing you watched this week?
It can be. It's I just didn't know how many we were going to talk about. So
right. Okay. Well, if I talk about it as one of mine, then you can just talk about that. Yeah. Okay,
yeah, but that's okay. Yeah, it is on my list. I mean, it was. Yeah.
So Aliens Romulus, I saw it with a full cinema, which I was really glad I did. I went by myself because no one wanted to watch it with me, and I had a great experience with it. It's from director Alvarez, who's given us films like the 2013 Evil Dead. Is it 2013?
Yes. Yep.
Don't Breathe. We recently watched Don't Breathe and talked about that on one of our podcasts. Yeah, I was excited since I watched that to see what he did with close quarters encounters of a xenomorph in space. The thing I liked most about this film was that it spends so much time on character before we get to the monster. So what some of the other films have forgotten is that when you show your monsters so often, they become very tame. If you show the monsters, less is more when it comes to these type of monsters. So you build up the suspense, you create the tension, you're building it, and then you show your audience the monster. I do think it's going to split fans because I think the ending's going to remind a lot of people about resurrections. And that's as far as I can go without doing spoilers of saying, because a lot of people hated resurrections for a particular reason.
Oh, see, I thought it did a really good job of melding in Covenant and Prometheus.
Oh, it's definitely connect. I said in my review, I think it's connected all of the Alien films. It paid homage to all of them, made them also that they stand on their own, but acknowledges those films have been in existence. I think this plays in between 1 and 2. There's about like 100 years or so.
Does it? Because there's a part. And I'm not going to talk about it, even though the name is different. The character is the same from 2.
Yeah, so that character is... I can't say it without spoiling. So yeah, okay. According to IMDb, Alien Romulus is set between the first Alien, which took place in 2122, and Aliens, which took place in 2183. Apparently a lot happened between those two movies. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's just continuity is not correct. So,
I mean, it is a different name, even though the character is the same. So maybe it was just a duplicate. Anyway.
yeah, maybe.
Okay. Maybe
Anyway, I have like th- there are moments in Alien that I will always remember. Chest burst scene, it comes to mind.
Oh, yeah.
Just incredible. Aliens, get away from her, you bitch. Mech fighting scene, for hallway scene. They're in the vents.
Yeah,
Yeah, this film has scenes like that I think is going to make it one of those that people remember. Do you remember that scene? The film will be talked about for its moments that make things that we know are in the Xenoverse, but took something that we thought couldn't be done scarier. And it's not just because they've made it bigger, but made it creepier and used your own imaginations. Like,
yeah.
because we've always known that the xenomorph is crazily scary because of, I guess it's just the ultimate weapon. And even when it's dead, its blood will kill you.
Dude,
right?
There was a scene where I was like, oh, that whole scene though. The whole scene.
I really want to go watch it again. And I never do that with films. I want to go back.
I told I can't even say it because it's a spoiler.
It's spoilers. It's hard to talk about this film because you want people to enjoy it. If you've seen the trailer, there are moments where they show certain creatures. In a film, you're going to get in an alien film, you're going to get a xenomorph, you're going to get face huggers, and you might have interpretations on the art.
And I don't think it's a spoiler to talk. I mean, we see, like in the trailer, you see the face huggers coming at you fast.
Yeah.
And for the first time ever, these are a terrifying premise.
You see, I was terrified of them when Sigourney Weaver was stuck with them. So she's sleeping, someone closes the door, and they break two of them out, and they're in there. And I thought that was such a tense scene that creeped me out, man.
It is, but think about how they move. You know what I mean? Like, they were quick, but you just see them like skitter around a little bit. These things now, we actually get to see them still for a moment, and the way they react and behave. And dude, like I said, I watched 2 spider movies this year already.
I'm scared of spiders as it is. So these things.
Yeah, this was nightmare fuel. This was just, I mean, and I loved it. I mean, that's the thing, because Alvarez did such a good job with presenting these in different forms and different, not shapes, but I mean in different presentation styles and different statuses, that it allowed you to see nuances in the creatures, which then can make them more horrifying or deadly or scary or whatever that happens to be. Versus just the little thing that goes squish in the night.
I want to go back and watch all of them now. Like I'm so in the mood for more Alien first. If you've never played the Aliens games, the Alien game,
Covenant, Marine, right? Isn't there?
No, not that one. There's one that won the awards for all the sound design.
Oh.
And you're a gamer, give this a go because it will. Alien Isolation, that's the one. And I think the story is Ripley's daughter or something. So like it's like in the verse. Alien Isolation, a survival horror game developed by Creative Assembly. So it's fairly decent. Give it a go because it has that same atmosphere, man. Those sound effects. You are looking in your living room, even though you're not there. Creepy as heck.
Nice. I haven't played it, but there's a couple scenes. One in particular, that gravity and the filmmaking.
Good Lord. That'll be one of my favorite scenes ever, I think.
Ever.
Forever. Like, yeah.
Now, even like going not in this scene necessarily, but outside of that, there was one that as the ship, we're seeing it outside and as ships rotate and everything else, and we watch them inside and then outside and all this stuff. Like, I was so immersed in it that I actually was starting to feel a little bit of motion sickness.
Oh, I get that. There's only two other films I can think of that have done that with space for me, and that would be Gravity, the whole film, and Event Horizon. There are moments in that where you feel the drop when they use gravity in a way. I have to say, I have to applaud Alvarez for his authentic space stuff, because there's so many films, Star Wars even now, having flame in space, like nothing. Here, it just felt like if we were able to be in space and like this is how it would be. Even though probably the science doesn't make sense and whatever, it just felt real. It felt right, except for what you pointed out. And now that is always going to be with me. Damn it, Chris!
You can't unsee it once you do. I mean,
why did you have? You could have left that out, dude.
I could have, but it bothered me, so I wanted everybody else to be bothered too.
Always see that now.
Yeah, there's when they go onto this ship, which is the entire premise to get where they're going, and that's where they encounter the aliens, the group of people. It's established, because it's just been floating out there, that there is no gravity inside at the moment. Cool. They figure out how to turn on the gravity. There's different things with gravity in there. But we get to see different rooms when they walk in them. And one in particular, and I wouldn't have noticed it so much except the damn camera focused on it. Like it went, there is a beaker sitting on a table in a lab, and it is filled with liquid and then a stir. I'm totally fine with that. And actually, when I brought this up to my kids, they were like, well, it could have like a little base on it that's keeping it attached to the thing. And I'm like, yes, but what about the liquid? There was no lid on it. So in zero gravity, I'm pretty certain that liquids go all over the place. This one did not. Then there's another one.
All equipment has like magnetic seals that it'll always go zlut when things come back down and face one way. But that explains that.
No, there was no lid on it. What do you do with? I can see the beaker coming back down and sitting right side up, but the stirrer and the liquid should be somewhere else on the floor when gravity hits.
I can't explain this. Scientific.
You can.
Yeah.
Okay.
An extra will come running.
Yes. Okay.
And you go, play.
Action.
Action.
And then there's a wet floor sign that's sitting in a hallway, and it's like perfectly upright and everything. And I'm just, these are not.
You see, what boggles my mind is like the amount of times that the director and the editor, the cinematographer, would have sat through the final piece, and missing that.
I think it's because you sit through it so much. You don't see it. So you need to give it to like, because with book editing, once you've done your multiple drafts and you've had it written by a professional, like a proofreader, checking it, you then send it to your first readers to see if there's any like major plot holes. Yeah,
because films need to have this done.
Yeah, because somebody could go,
I got a question for you. I've been turned into a cow.
Can I go home? Again, these don't matter at all to the story.
Amazing. Yeah,
it didn't even. I don't even count them as negatives. They stood out to me, and because
you should have said it out loud in the cinema, Chris. How did that happen? People will love that.
When I saw Strange Darling. Can we go off on a small rant? Are you done talking about Alien Romulus?
Yeah, it's fine,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk.
Go watch it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I'm gonna go off on a small rant here. Okay, the death of cinema is going to come about because of audiences,
for sure.
But so I saw Strange Darling. We paid for this. It was an early screening that we paid for. Everybody else in the theater also paid for this. I had a woman and her partner sitting next to me. There was one seat in between us, and they were sitting to my right. And I don't know. Apparently, she brought the world's noisiest bag of stuff, because at random times throughout the movie, typically when it was quieter, and not like, just once.
I at least have the decency to wait. Like if I got popcorn, when there's like a loud bit, I'll be like and quickly go, so that it doesn't disturb people.
Well, when we saw Alien Romulus, the very beginning is silent, right?
Oh
The
my
theater
gosh.
was silent.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I was so thankful for that. But in Strange Darling, okay, so you have that, and then they're talking like all the time, just talking to each other,
They're
and then
having that conversation.
yeah, I don't know. I couldn't hear. I could hear. It was loud enough to hear them talking, but not necessarily exactly about what. I don't know if they were talking about the movie or their day or whatever.
Sometimes I don't mind if people are like, oh yeah, or like, that was such a good moment. Something like it's a reaction. But if they continue just talking to each other, that pisses me off.
Yeah. Well, and then in front of us came two just. I couldn't smell them. My wife, though, said it was a very, very, very strong mixture of smoke and BO. Two guys who also then talked. Now, my wife only heard them talk at the very beginning, and then they kind of just faded out for her, which is great. But I heard both of them, okay? And I mean, like I'm sorry, but you're going to read in the news that several people died in a theater in Northern
By someone
California.
saying, you got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna start bringing my knife into the theater, but or a taser. I think one person getting tased or stun gunned.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, it sets the tone for everybody else. Then you go, ooh, wait a minute. But then the couple sitting next to me. Okay, I said that in Strange Darling there was a Q&A afterwards, right? With the director and everything. It wasn't live. I mean, it wasn't there, but it was streamed in. That was the only time they didn't actually speak. They shut up more during the Q&A than they did the entire movie.
What the hell?
When Chris snaps, it's going to be in a theater because people cannot.
And it's going to be epic. Just let me know when that's going to happen so I can record it, please.
Oh, it'll make national news or international news. I'm gonna make a spectacle out of somebody because just stay home. If you want to talk through a movie, I don't care. Do it at home.
I had people on their phones in aliens.
Oh,
like you come to an aliens movie and you're checking your Facebook. What status in your Facebook is more important than you watching what's on screen that you paid for now, is more important than the tickets that I paid for and my time. Is your Facebook that important? Must be something world changing, because damn, if it's not, I'm going to smash that phone over your head. Never mind. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's move on to happier times. How about that?
Let's talk about something happy. Why did you bring this up? Because people are stupid. That's why. Yeah.
That's why. Not our audience. So our audience is beautiful because they understand the
etiquette,
brilliance of a movie and the etiquette, yes, of going to the theater. Okay, so I saw again another movie. Basically, almost outside of Alien Romulus, everything I saw this week comes out next week.
Okay.
Blink twice.
Nice. I've been wanting to watch this one. Yeah.
This is Channing Tatum's. He's in it. It's a thriller horror, and it is written and directed by Zoe Kravitz. This is her first debut feature-length film.
So I'm excited to see what she has done creatively behind the camera.
Okay. There are some long takes in this that are mesmerizing. There is so much beauty captured in this that it blows me away. That she must have spent just so much time storyboarding this out and knowing exactly what she wants to showcase, because it is stunning and captivating, and yet with an air of just unease and tension. The premise of the movie is that Channing Tatum is a rich billionaire, and he brings a whole group of people to his island oasis, and they just party.
Okay.
And then it's a mystery and thriller in there.
Yeah.
It's nice to see Channing Tatum not being just the comedic goof.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's done that before. I mean, he's had other roles where he's not the comedic goof, but he does comedy so well
Yeah.
that you tend, I think we all tend to think of him more that way than anything. But he's wonderful in this. Let me pull up the rest of the cast because they are. There's another one who's actually the star of the film, Naomi Ackie. She plays the character Frida, and oh my gosh, she is, huh?
I was just going to ask about atmosphere of the film. It looked very atmospheric.
It is. It is. It's a an. It keeps you off kilter by design, because it's this bright and beautiful environment, and just it's lavish, and you have lots of white. Like white is a theme of the dress and the costuming and even some of the set design in this, and then it's starkly contrasted with different colors from there. Okay. Beautiful. They so you have Naomi Ackie. I mean, she has this this longing, this yearning type of things haven't been as awesome from her or for her or not what she has wanted from life necessarily. And now she gets the opportunity to have something more. And you get to see that play out, not only in her eyes, but her mannerisms and everything. But she's not an idiot either. That's the thing, that she's not just stupid, happy-go-lucky, and it's like, whatever. Hey, look, that person is sketchy. I'm going to ignore that. She's aware. You have Christian Slater, Alia Shawkat, Simon Rex.
Haley Joel?
Haley Joel Osment, Audrey Arjona, Liz Carabell, then like a couple people that I wasn't really sure of, or that I have not seen, but Gina Davis and Kyle MacLachlan are in this too.
Crazy cast. Yeah.
Dude, this is it draws inspiration from at least two stories, and I'm okay with that. One, I think, is going to draw some major comparisons, which may or may not resonate with people. Okay. They may not like that it draws so much inspiration from this film. Yeah. For me, it worked because of just the entire presentation of it, and it's a little different than, or it's differently done than the other thing that it's going to be compared to. But it is riveting. It's only an hour 42 minutes. There's a discomfort to so much of it through most of it, but you don't know why. It's undefined. I feel like because most of these people are strangers to us at the beginning, we don't know, just like Naomi Ackie's character of Frida, we don't know, should we trust everybody? Should we not trust them? Should we be wary of them? But everything looks okay, and maybe it's just because I'm out of my element.
Hell of a foray into as a directorial debut.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I mean, I think she's maybe hurt herself a little bit. Because coming out of the gate like this, for me, I was like, whoa, that was surprising. And the other critics that were there when we watched it were having the exact same reaction. Like, they were like, wow, this...
How do you follow that? Yeah.
This was way, way better than I thought it might have could have been. Like, it's... Yeah. So...
Okay, you got me really excited for that one.
Yeah, so both Strange Darling and Blink Twice come out this coming week in the U.S., I think
UK
worldwide,
as well.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, good, because this is another one of those that you can't, both of them, you freaking got to see it like opening day or stay off the internet or whatever. Because
you got to avoid spoilers, because there'll be a big spoiler for this. Okay.
Yeah, for both movies, and it's going to be terrible. I mean, you don't want to. You just
Right. Good. Good job.
Yeah.
Should we talk a bit more before we go back to the comments?
Yeah.
Yep. So I watched The Watchmen. Well, actually, it's just called Watchmen, Chapter 1. It's the animated version of the very much beloved and celebrated Alan Moore. Is that right? Alan Moore? I think it's Alan
Yeah.
Moore.
Yeah.
I've read the graphic novel to Snyder's, Watchmen movie. Now, I would say if you haven't watched it yet, I will only watch the director's cut of Snyder's again. Obviously, like it's a thing. His director's cut includes the Black Freighter, which is a story that's inside of that's animated in the movie.
Okay.
I was surprised that in this chapter 1 they include that in this, but it works really well. I was wondering if this was even necessary, like because we've had such an extensive look at it, and we have the graphic novel still to go back, and and we've had a moving comic version of it. So like what was the need of the animation style? The animation,
Sure.
I would say, is the least interesting thing about this animated movie, which is a shame because I think they could have done something really special with the animation. However, the story, I think, lends itself to animation. You can do a lot, and not have to actually create those. I mean, you're creating them by drawing them, but not actually build physical sets. So then what you need is decent voice actors. And we start off with pretty much one of the best in the industry at the moment, Troy Baker as Adrian Vecht. And there are a number of others that you will recognize in the cast. You'll know, like Kelly Hu. There are so many that you'll be like, I know that person, Jeff Pearson. There are actors in here that you're going to go, oh, I know that, Katie Sackhoff. There's just a really great voice cast. So I would say between the voice casting and this first chapter, it does enough for me to go, yeah, I really enjoyed that. I still don't know if I warrant it existing because it doesn't do that much else that we have seen. So the new stuff that I haven't seen already portrayed, whether it's not on the motion comic or the film that's the director's cut, I think is good, but I can't see everybody rushing towards it. I think it's had a mixed reception as well.
What's it playing on?
I think you just have to buy it as a like a VOD, like it's straight to digital
okay.
release.
It's not on a. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I mean, at least that's how I did it. Yeah. Because I'm a fan of animation, anything, I'll always give them a go. So I thought the voice casting was really good, and I thought that the story was good and was nice to watch again. But I didn't feel that I'd seen that much different, if that makes sense. Like from everything we've had already, like how much new is there ground? It's like watching Batman's parents getting killed again. You know, how many times do we have to see that represented in film until they're like, we can do something else with Batman, surely. It's like, do you remember when Batman's been Joker must probably the reason why he went mad because he'd heard the story told so many times. Yeah.
Seriously.
It's so like I've seen so many versions of this. Like how as long as you're showing me different, you're doing something different with the story, then I like it. And I think there is enough there for you to be enjoyed, but I don't know that you won't want to spend 10 quid or 15 quid on just the chapter 1. Maybe you want to wait until chapter 2 is out next year.
Okay.
And then buy it as like a one story,
a dual type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll briefly talk about. This is one I saw last week, and it's Cuckoo. This
Cuckoo hasn't it had a bad reception, Chris?
It's had a mixed one. I was unsettled from the very opening sequence.
Because I know you were really looking forward to this.
Dude, this was one of my most anticipated. This is not, the reason I'm only talking about it now is because it is not nearly as good as, first off, the other movies that I've talked about this week, or even like Long Legs or anything else. This one, I actually, before I saw it, was looking forward to this more than I was Long Legs.
Interesting. Okay.
It's it's creepy. I mean, it's atmospheric. It's unsettling. It, like I had said in my review, it made me think of instantly a little bit like Wicker Man.
Mm.
Not from the whole story, just the fact of you go into this small town, isolated community type of thing, and people are weird, right? Something's not right, and you don't know what that is necessarily. You know,
Mm.
people are cagey or secretive or something like that. So that's where that tone began. I don't think of Wicker Man any further past that point.
Okay.
It's just,
Yeah.
it sets up that tone. There is no joke. There is tension and unease and just this. I I'm not happy with the emotion that's coming at me. Like I don't really know what to do with it, you know?
Right.
So all of that is wonderful and it just builds throughout the entire movie. But, and I mean, Sir Mix-a-Lot would have been happy because this is a big butt. It is very, very, very ill-defined and not explained on why.
Mm.
So I understand what is happening, but I don't know why it's happening. And Dan Stevens gives a little bit of explanation, except it's not. It doesn't, it, you don't know why he's doing what he's doing
Mm.
and why he's motivated to do whatever he's motivated to do. Which then also, unfortunately, at the end of it, makes his character generic bad guy. And he was so messed up in the film. Like you just are like, I don't like you, and you just all of the hair is just on edge. You know what I mean? And it's such a bummer because those two things. My oldest and I went and watched it on Friday that it came out, and both of us really looking forward to it. Both of us tense and everything, but as we began to discuss it afterwards, like it wasn't awesome when we started talking about it, but then it just became okay once we were done. Like, you know, I loved the filmmaking, I loved the visuals that are presented, I loved the style of it. Hunter Schafer is just awesome in this because she says things and she acts the way we want a character in a horror or thriller to act. She's super suspicious. She's like Jamie Kennedy in Scream. She's paying attention. She knows what genre she's in, you know. And then you get this, So unfortunately, why I might watch it again with somebody, you know,
Okay.
who had never seen it.
Yeah.
I don't have any desire though to just seek it out and watch it again. And that's such a bummer because I wanted to. I wanted to love it. I was so excited to see it. This was the one, you know, knocking over small children and
Yeah. I
grandparents
remember
to see
you
it.
were like, Cuckoo's coming out. You gotta go watch it.
Yeah. So I would go. I've already seen Longlegs twice. I will definitely go see Longlegs again or watch it again happily. I just think it's overall it's better executed. It's a different type of unsettling. It's a different type
Okay.
of movie.
It's only coming out this week for us. The
Really?
23rd. Yeah.
If you do go and see it, I am very curious at what you think. I'm not sure you're
Well,
going to after that glowing review, but you know,
I might
whatever.
watch it and then go watch the Blink Twice.
Oh well, okay, yeah.
Like
As
it.
long as you end on Blink Twice or
Yeah.
Strange Darling, don't start with those and then go to Cuckoo.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the comments. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, we got a lot here.
Okay.
We are backed up, so we're gonna breeze through these as quickly
Mike.
as we can. Okay. Chris Retzlaff saying Costner's Horizons beats Waterworld and will be on Max next week. I am excited to see this. He's also doing a at some festival.
How can anything beat Waterworld? Are you crazy?
His two movies. Wait, this is the Western that he just did, right? The 3-hour movie, part one, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. So he's doing it at a festival, though. They're going to show both parts. So it's like 6 or 7 hours, but it's how it was intended. So there you go. Just Skidding wants to know any shows that we are really anticipating this year.
This year, currently watching one that I can't talk about. Comes out next week. It might be a Terminator anime. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Slow Horses season 4.
Yes.
It comes in September.
Yes.
There's Apple's Bad Monkey.
Yeah, that's
with
just
Vince
started,
Vaughn.
hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's a little long in the tooth. I have not finished it yet. This is one of those that I would not binge. Like watching week to week is going to be fine because while Vince Vaughn is very funny, he's Vince Vaughn.
He was funny in the eating the wings.
Oh, I didn't see him do that on Hot Ones.
Yeah, on Hot Ones. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Pretty funny.
No, I'm sure he is because he's naturally a very humorous person. You know what I mean? He's got wit and everything, but it's too much. And because the mystery is great, but it moves along really, really slowly. And so week to week, I think is going to be better because I binged like the first 6 or 7 episodes and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I got to stop.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. It was having the reverse effect of, so.
Pachinko season 2.
That comes out this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first season was incredible. A tour de force of watching emotional wreck while I was watching 3 different languages. It was Korean and Japanese, and the Korean is subtitled with the blue or yellow and vice versa. So they have like white. Yeah, so the subtitles are just different colored. I've never seen that done before, but that really helped me differentiate even like culture and stuff that was, being represented on screen with different languages because they're jumping around time as well because it spans following a family that believes that they're cursed, and yeah, it's just horrific, but also so awesome. So I'm very excited for season 2 that's coming out this week. Yeah.
Nice. Some of the best characters ever have to be in Parasite. That is a great
best
movie.
characters we hate to love. We love to hate.
Love
Yeah.
to hate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Review Sunny on Apple TV. I'm not. No,
Yeah.
I'm not watching it.
I mean, I want to watch it. I just realistically time. Yeah.
I don't want to watch it.
Oh, you're not into it. Okay, cool.
No. Yeah. Which is weird because I like, what's her bucket? I want to say Felicity Jones, and that is not correct at all. She's Anne from
Yeah, I would have thought this would have
Parks
been
and
your
Rec.
cup of tea, actually.
Yeah,
thinking about it.
the mild near future sci-fi type thing. Yeah.
So you watched like the first episode and you just weren't into it.
Nope. I haven't watched any of it.
Oh,
Just don't want to see it. Yeah.
what? Why?
Yeah.
You judged it before. You judged the book before it
I did
because of
yeah.
its cover. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Gabriel, you got a 3-month trial of Apple. Okay, hit up Severance, Slow Horses. Good God.
Everything with S. Go watch that.
Except for Suspicion.
Suspicion is okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Blackbird.
mostly S.
Blackbird.
Oh my gosh. Wait. Before we carry on. Okay. Wait. The Big Door Prize. That's pretty good.
Yes.
Criminal Record is excellent.
Yes.
Dark Matter is excellent. I mean, like really good.
Yes.
Foundation has 2 seasons and an incredible sci-fi. Love that. Hijack is great. I hope you're writing these down.
Instigators.
Yes.
It's generic, but it's funny.
It's generic, but it's much better than the other generic crap that came out this week. Yeah.
Silo.
Silo. Oh my gosh, so good. Lessons in Chemistry.
Oh, yes. Yes.
See,
Women in
all three
Blue was
seasons. Women in Blue.
spectacular.
Like literally almost everything on Apple. Like just make use of your time. Forget all the other streaming platforms. Just watch Apple.
This is stay away from the historical reenactment dramas like
Yeah,
Manhunt and
yeah. Those are kind of poo.
what's the one with Franklin? Stay away from
Oh
that.
yeah.
Oh, the completely made up adventures of Dick Turpin. If you like silly and weird, that one's great. The Reluctant Traveler with Eugene Levy.
Yes, that's great. I like the Family Plan as well. That's a fun Mark Wahlberg family movie.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Coda.
Sugar. Oh, yeah,
Seriously, watch Coda.
yeah. Sugar.
Are we just like sponsored by Apple now? Because we're
think-
literally just like talking about all of their stuff. Yeah,
Dude, there's so much. I mean, there's so many that.
yeah, there's so much. Like seriously,
Yeah, just so you might want to quit for a week or two of your job and
take
just
your holiday
go.
and just catch up on that for the 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It is. Wow, so good. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, Gabriel, there you go. And we're sorry for everybody else, especially if you already have Apple. You've already heard us gush about these things before. But have we watched the movie Inheritance from 2020? Lily Collins, Simon Pegg. Oh, isn't that on Netflix? I think. I want to say I
rewatched
started
Shaun of the
watching
Dead
this.
week.
Oh, dude. It is on Netflix. What?
I was just gonna say, do you want anything from the shop?
Cornetto.
Cornetto.
Yeah. I haven't, but I'm always down to watch a Simon Pegg movie.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Not sure about Bad Monkey yet, Chris, on Chris Retzlaff. Yeah, they do use a lot of Tom Petty songs. It grows on you, but I don't know the end of the mystery yet. So there is
The reason why I
that.
haven't started it is for the same reason you mentioned. I can only stand him in like really small spurts. Yeah.
You know, Fighting with My Family with
Yeah.
Okay. That character there, that's exactly who he is in this.
So just himself.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Like the Rock playing the Rock. Yeah.
Yeah. You smell what's cooking for dinner, or something like that. It,
Chinese.
dude, Chinese sounds so good. Watch, yeah, I don't know, give it a shot, but watch it in small chunks, and I think you might be better.
Okay.
Even if you skip every other week and watch 2 episodes at a time, that's like I wouldn't do more than that.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, Bad Monkey. There you go. Synthetic is from 1, Bishop was 2.
Going back to Alien Romulus, where you were talking
Yeah.
about the time zone. So it wasn't Bishop.
And it wasn't Ash,
No.
but
Yeah, I'm with
okay.
you. Like when we see that particular synthetic going way back, it doesn't matter. Yeah, let's move on. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Eli Roth movies have left a bad taste for me. Never going to watch his movies. Have you seen Thanksgiving though? I ask that because that is a campy and wonderful just
It's funny
slasher.
because he made that after Borderlands, and it's so much better.
It is like, and I agree. I'm not a big fan of Eli Roth movies.
Cabin Fever's atrocious.
I thought that was, I liked some of the atmosphere of that.
One of the worst makeup department kerbopples I've ever seen. The
Which-
blood looked like tomato sauce.
Which you're not talking about the remake, right?
No,
Wasn't
Eli
directed
Roth's
by him.
Cabin
Yeah.
Fever. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I once had, when we were working at a store that was a mixture between HMV and Blockbuster, I was the manager there, and I literally saw one of my assistants. Somebody wanted to rent Cabin Fever, and he took out the disc and just went, "Tsh, sorry, we don't have any copies." He felt very strongly about that movie.
Yeah, apparently, yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Doing the service to community by just taking things out of distribution. Sorry,
Yep.
you're not allowed to watch this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
funny. Okay, so the timeline 20 years after 1, 30-ish before 2. Yeah. Saltburn. Ruben watched, how much of it did you watch?
11 minutes.
Okay, I didn't watch any of it.
Yeah.
Chris,
So Chris is asking for a ban, I think.
Oh, Gabriel enjoyed Saltburn. Controversial. Got people talking.
Look, how many times do I differ from the critics, Chris?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
It's a lot. Yeah. The critics love Saltburn, so it's not my type of movie. I don't like that type of film, so I don't generally gravitate towards it. Yeah.
I heard, and I need to do some research on it, but that Emerald Fennell basically just stole the talented Mr. Ripley and changed names.
If you'd like to watch a very good version of that, you can watch the black and white TV series that a lot of people have loved. I just love the original
Ripley
movie. Yeah, Ripley.
Yeah. So there you go. I don't.
Yeah.
Was the glass and sign right away in the Remus when they turned gravity on? The Romulus, the second attached, might have had. I don't know where they were at, which one, but I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm still gonna. I'm choosing to believe though that they were all running on the same power. And, yeah, there you go. You hear a lot from a lot of American reviewers, Chris, that people are noisy. Yeah, and see, in UK generally respectful and quiet.
That has not been my. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Well, in the US, they are trash, except for apparently Alamo Drafthouse Cinemas. Like those theaters, like they enforce quiet and cell phone.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
I don't have one near me. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Sad to say and makes me sound old, Badger, but people are much more self-entitled nowadays. They're very involved. Like Ruben was saying, just going to check your Facebook status in the middle of a movie or take a picture of it.
People arriving late when the movie has started and then they have to turn their phone flashlight on to like full bright, and I can't do anything else but look at them because that's the focusing point. So and then they're trying to look at their seat numbers, and it's like I get it, life makes you late, but why is that my fault?
Yeah, well, and if you need to wait for a second until a brighter portion of the movie comes on, and then it'll light up so you can see the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Badger's really been enjoying Netflix anime Shield Hero. Have you watched that, Ruben?
Shield Hero is awesome. Yeah, I've seen everything that's available for it so far. Yeah.
Nice. Chris has been lucky, hasn't experienced body odor, could be covered by popcorn and cheeseburgers. Well, I would much rather have popcorn and cheeseburgers. Yeah. Chris, I really hope you enjoy Blink Twice. I am not looking forward to The Crow at all. Just because I love the original. And
yeah. Just like how I feel about Borderlands.
Okay, Munchies question for me. Do Americans have millions chewy sweets? Do Americans eat fried egg sandwiches? I make fried egg sandwiches, yes, which is just basically toast with some butter and a fried egg. I prefer mine over easy so that it's runny yolk. I don't like over medium or over hard because that's
Isn't that just a McMuffin?
No.
Okay. Really good segue.
What is Millions Sweets? I don't know what that is.
Million Sweets is isn't that just with all the sprinkles? Millions Chewy Sweet.
They look like nerds.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. because it's spelled flavor, Flavor. My guess is this is a British or non-American thing.
Yes, it definitely is. Yeah.
Y- yeah, I think we can get them here. I would have to have
So
them
talking
shipped or
about
something.
movies and munchies, we haven't had the munchies pod for quite a while, Chris.
Would you like to have one right now?
I was going to show you one, but yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you do you.
No, I'm not stealing your thunder. Go.
Well, my battery just died, so you're welcome to.
Okay. Well, Ruben's not even going to be able to hear this. It says it is the best candy ever. This is a huge claim here. Intense taste, extreme crunch, freeze-dried gummy bears. I don't even know. I mean, super dry for ultimate freshness. It sounds like it's a personal care item. I want Ruben to experience this with us. Have you ever had any of these? I don't even know. It's like it hasn't even been opened yet. I haven't, and now I'm sorry, that was probably terrible audio. But okay, let's see here. So Ruben,
Did you do it?
No, not yet. No, you needed to see it. It says, it makes this claim, best candy ever. Congratulations, you did it. World's best cup of coffee.
World's best of candy ever. Okay.
Yeah, it's freeze-dried gummy bears. Okay. On the back, as I said, it's super dry for ultimate freshness, which sounds like a personal care item. I have not opened them yet, so I'm opening it right now.
Freeze-dried gummy bears.
Yeah.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.
That is a smell.
I know. Why would one freeze a gummy bear? I don't know.
No. Yeah. Okay. I want you to see that. Do you see that? I don't know if my camera will focus on it.
Yeah, I can sort
there
of
we
see
go.
it. Oh, there we go.
Okay. See that? See it. That
Is
didn't
it
even
meant
look
to be
like
a bear?
gummy bear.
No,
yeah, that
that
was a
just-
gummy bear, but it was like freeze dried somehow. Okay.
Freeze
So
his
this is
face
a
off.
this is a blue one.
All right. Very crunchy.
It tastes more like a Jolly Rancher than a gummy bear. Doesn't taste like a gummy bear at all.
I don't know what a Jolly Rancher is, but okay.
What?
We didn't have one either when I was visiting you.
Well, we're gonna go to a whole different candy store then, just specifically to give you diabetes.
Okay, cool. I think I'm all on the way there. So.
I spent $5 on this stupid bag.
Oh no.
And now it's just stuck in my teeth.
Okay.
No.
Well, I shall do mine now.
Yes, please.
This is from Japan. You can buy some stuff here from Japan. It's hard to get hold of, but yeah. So this is a drink. It's ultra iced tea peach flavor, but One Piece themed.
That's fun.
So that's Zoro on the can there for you. So let's do some ASMR. Oh jeez. Okay, there you go.
That's nice.
Nicer and peach tea.
No fizz though. Okay.
No fizz, yeah. It's very watery, slightly peachy. It's like watered down peach tea.
Were you supposed to shake it up?
Maybe. This could be dangerous.
This is going to be hilarious. Wait, do it again because that was good ASMR or whatever that is. Ruben's doing a shake weight there.
No, that didn't help the flavor. So
But it was funny to watch.
Don't buy that. It's too expensive. It's like £3. So yeah.
Okay, so
Fail on both.
yes.
But I'm
And,
going to drink it because it costs so much. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so going back to Badger because this is important.
All right.
Because it makes context here.
Right.
He asks, bonus question, do Americans eat fried egg sandwiches? And
Right.
yes, I did. Chris Retzlaff coming in with the win for the internet today. Yes and yes. Love fried chicken embryo paninis.
What the frig, man. Chris is on a roll today.
So good. So good. Gabriel did not enjoy Predator from Shane Black. I agree. That was a disappointment.
And it was a 12
Yeah.
in the UK. Yeah. And Shane Black, the Lethal Weapon.
Well, and didn't he write the original Predator?
Yeah.
So
known for great script writing, screenplays, and yeah. So the Shredder outfit at the end, I was just like, I'm so done. I'm done with cinema at that point. Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Ruben, have you heard or watched the Apothecary
I've watched.
Diaries?
I mean, I haven't watched all of it, but yeah, another great anime, different. I appreciate it. Yeah.
What's it on?
Crunchyroll.
Okay. Okay. Gabriel, yes and no. Hawaiian pizza is a thing in America. Best pizza ever. I'm sorry. You and my youngest can jog on because you both love that. And it's just...
I like Hawaiian pizza. It's not my favorite. I need to have olives on my pizza. Yeah. And jalapenos.
So my son will add green bell pepper to his Hawaiian pizza. And his girlfriend, who now enjoys Hawaiian pizza, he's ruined her. She will put olives on hers.
Oh yeah, Hawaiian and oh yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, I'm hungry.
You and them are going to sit outside when you visit.
We're going to eat together. We're going to eat it in front of you. One with each ear, one in eyesight. Yeah.
Okay, this is make fun of America time, and I am here for it. Okay. Heard American pizza is more like a pie, and they wear two cans on their head. Toques. Are you talking about toques?
Toucans. Maybe the bird on their head.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to eat that point. Yeah. Normal, regular American pizza is not pie type. You can have Chicago deep dish. Oh, yep. With Yossi coming in there. Yeah, Chicago deep dish is more like pie. I'm not a big fan of some of those. We have a place in where I live where it's like a Chicago place. It's not a chain. For me, I don't enjoy it because there's so much sauce. Right. Sauce is should only be used very, very sparingly so that everything else can stick to it. But you don't need to have a lot of it. There's this one pizza place right down the street a little bit that we always go to, a family-owned place, and they make calzones, which is an inside-out pizza, and they do not put sauce in it, so it is dough and cheese, and then your toppings.
Oh, nice!
Yes, I'm so there for it. Love it.
I've never had a reverse pizza.
Really? Okay, one more thing to have. So yeah. Let's see here. Twitter and the Monkey Man. What? And Dylan. Traveling Whirlberries. I love that song, and I think Bad Monkey lives. Okay, they're just having a conversation now about music. Nick Cage is going to be 60 and 70s John Madden in the biopic. Going to be wild. He's going to play John Madden? I don't know. I don't know if I see that.
I'm not sure I see that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's Nick Cage. My ratings for everything are on him. So yes, I gotta watch it.
Gabriel, thoughts on the Cornetto trilogy? First two are awesome. Kind of disappointed with the World's End. I was disappointed the very first time I saw World's End. I saw it in the theater, and it did not live up to the expectation that I had. I have since watched it probably about 25 times, and it is freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's saying the word weak in the Cornetto trilogy just seems like an insult. But for me, it's probably the weakest of the three, but I still love it. And like you, I didn't enjoy it the first time I watched it. I thought, what is this? This is so different. But since then, have fallen in love with the film. I love all three. For different reasons, but obviously it's them, and I think it just works. I love the references from Spaced in the first one, in Shaun of the Dead. I love the continuing gags of the fences throughout all three. Yeah, it's just so it's my happy place.
Absolutely.
Batman and
Absolutely.
Robin, chuck it. Yeah, so good.
Point Break or Bad Boys 2? Which one do you think? No. Which one do you want to watch first? Severance comes in January, Yossi.
Yeah.
And yes, Slow Horses also. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Terminator Zero is going to be great. Ruben, you?
I think it might be, but I can't say anything yet.
Okay. Ruben didn't say anything. Yeah, Gary Oldman as Lamb is just
so good. Yeah. Yeah. That'll be a rewatch for me for definite. Like it's just awesome. Yeah.
Yossi liked Batman Caped Crusader.
Yeah. A lot of fun. Like what they did. Very creative. Talking about an IP, doing something different with it. Yeah. They did something different with Batman. So
nice. Well, and Yossi really enjoyed your Umbrella Academy review.
Oh, thanks for watching and appreciate that. I don't get a lot of thanks. I get mostly what I got wrong. So it's nice to have some positive feedback.
Yes, the internet's fun for that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You watched Death of Stalin.
Ooh,
I enjoyed that.
that was good.
Okay, thank you, Shiny, from way back. Rashida Jones. See, Felicity Jones, very close. I got the last name right. I knew she was the daughter of Quincy Jones, but it's actually Rashida. So there you go. Yes, thank you. Appreciate that, Shiny. Alice in Borderland. Oh my gosh. Ruben.
It's all right.
Shut up.
Yeah, we're
gonna do that.
Bye, Ruben. Yeah, no, we love Alice in Borderland. A lot of fun.
So good. Yeah.
Really tense. I like it. All of it, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Niket wants to know, have you ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm? I have not.
I've seen season 1. I like episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Larry David.
Yeah.
So there you go. But Yossi did like it. Love it, actually.
Oh.
But there's some episodes that are very subtle jokes about the politics of the time. Okay, yeah. So it could be dated a little bit. So, Those About to Die, another show overlooked by critics. I still want to see this. I just haven't had an opportunity to watch it yet.
Yeah, I feel like I need to be in the mood for that sort of show. So it's not any particular reason I'm avoiding it. I mean, got one of the greatest actors of our generation in it, so if there's a reason to watch it.
Yes.
Just those particular types, you got to grab you. Like, I feel like this. I'm in this mood. Yeah.
Chris loved Curb Your Enthusiasm. Eli Roth had a docu-series on AMC, History of Horror. Huh? Yeah. Now that would be pretty good. I could see that. Yeah, going over tropes and themes and everything like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd be worth watching, I think.
Father Ted, best sitcom ever.
Yeah, I mean, this is quintessential British humor. It's not for everybody. I find it hilarious. Only now, because I've been in the UK for so long now, that I get it. But you kind of, I think you will get it, Chris, because of like, you love the IT crowd, you love space. So this is really, it's funny. And you're not, it won't bother you that it's Father Ted. So it's funny.
Nice.
It's dry.
Well, I love British humor.
I think you'll appreciate it. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't mention Bad Sisters on Apple. Oh, yeah. Bad Sisters. I enjoyed that one too.
That was
Eve
good.
Hewson was great. And that was just a dysfunctional show, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Why would one freeze dry a gummy? I don't know, Badger. And apparently, as the taste is, it's not a good option. So just avoid those from there. Yeah. Yossi watched The Crow for the 1,000th time and just remaster. Yeah, I know. Screen the old one again. They could do. I think they could just put it back in theaters remastered at full price. I mean, Coraline is back in theaters right now, remastered, and people are going to see it.
You could get Shannon Lee to do like a little commentary
Intro?
at the beginning, an intro, and I think, and put it back with like a remaster. People would flock to it. They would watch it. I would definitely.
Oh yeah, have a little Ernie Hudson interview too, and
Oh yeah, come on.
Tried chocolate covered cinnamon bears. Don't get them in the summer, but they're really good.
Interesting.
That is interesting. I have not. I'm not a huge fan of cinnamon bears. Well, I don't like cinnamon, but
Can you say that those 3 times fast?
Cinnamon, cinnamon, and cinnamon. No, I can't. Anime drinks. Yeah, exactly. Badger has a Korean shop near me, and they have idol themed food and drink. Huh. Wait, what kind of idol? Like American Idol, or like Buddha, or
what makes it like? What's the flavor of an idol? Is it like their sweat canned?
Ass crack.
Num 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 num.
Do you guys have a pizza?
Getting food questions?
I know, I love this. I'm so hungry now. Do you guys have a pizza oven that seems to be fashionable at the moment? Very tempting. There are some of those the backyard pizza ovens that are like some are gas powered, some are wood fired. You can actually get them for fairly inexpensive. I think they're like under $400 or something like that. I mean, you can get the stupid expensive ones, but I want one. But yeah,
cool.
Ruben, do you know? Okay.
No.
World's End is a very personal movie. Resonates with super. I think, and I do think it gets funnier the more times you watch it. Same with Hot Fuzz. Like I would like on viewing number 5 or 7 or something like that. I caught more jokes that I hadn't caught all the times before. I'm like, what?
Amazing.
Yeah, Abigail. What a fun movie.
Yeah, they need to make more like that. I enjoyed that. I miss those days.
I think they're going to, though.
Yeah, I think
because
so.
because they said Radio Silence says that it was in the universe of Ready or Not, also because we had the ending. So I'm totally there for that. I don't know what universe that is, but I don't care.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Badger tried a Twinkie when you were in Texas. Not great, but interesting. Ruben tried a Twinkie for the first time here.
Did I like it?
I think it was disappointing. It's not what like when you watch.
Because it's so revered, like in films, like Twinkie. It's the one food that will always, cockroaches and Twinkies.
Yeah. It's just kind of there. I mean, it's whatever. It's a sponge with some white filling in it. Okay, so Ruben, how do you find American chocolate versus UK or posh stuff like Swiss chocolate?
I'm not a huge fan of Swiss chocolates. I'm not sure I had much American chocolate. We mostly had candy stuff.
I'm
trying to think if we had any chocolate at all. Maybe next time it'll be like various chocolates and we can.
Yeah. Oh well, I will take you to C's Candy, which is a.
Didn't we go? Didn't we go to C's Candy? Because I got a present to give to someone from C's, I think.
Maybe
because you said that was the really good gift because it's the best chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I might have, and I remember thinking that's good. Yeah, that was really tasty. Yeah, good chocolate. Yeah.
And I love it because they give you a sample when you buy stuff.
They do. Yes, I remember. It's Posh Shop as well, actually.
Yeah. So really good. Yes, Yossi, Abigail, another example of go into movies blind, don't watch trailers.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of trailers now. Like I have come around to where my wife has been for months and months and months of I'm not arriving at the theater early anymore. I'm going to show up.
You want to try and time it just maybe one trailer before the movie starts. Yeah.
Yeah, because I am so sick of them showing everything.
but I also don't want to climb through the dark. So my wife and I, we went in to the cinema recently together,
Uh-huh.
and we sat facing each other, eating popcorns, going la 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 while the trailers were going, because
Oh,
there were like films that we didn't want to know anything to. It was like Gladiator 2. Like I didn't want to see. If I'm
yeah.
gonna go watch it, I don't want to. I'll go watch it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I believe a poster is enough marketing.
Yeah. And why did we need all that Deadpool and Wolverine stuff? We didn't.
Really didn't. And in fact, I think that hurt the movie.
Yeah. There was one movie, I don't remember what it was. I think it was it was Longlegs, I think. I wasn't seeing Longlegs. I was seeing something, but the Longlegs trailer came on, and I kid you not, I stood in front of my seat facing the back of the theater with my hands in my ears and just humming loudly to myself. And I had to wait until my wife and kids were like, "Hey, it's over. You can sit down now." I was like, "Okay." I mean, I could have just run out of the theater like I have
You
before.
must be so fun at cinemas. You're knifing people, chucking things, and standing up with your ears and going. La, la, la. There's a reason why the press area has like this tape, right? Funny.
Exactly. Oh, Gabriel is saying, genuinely don't watch trailers anymore. Yeah, do we really need 3 trailers per? No, we don't.
Talking about that was something I wanted to talk about.
Oh, good. Okay, let's talk about it.
The trailer that I watched. What was it? What the hell did I watch recently with Kirsten? That's gonna bug me. Whatever movie we were watching, we literally had a trailer for the movie we were watching.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So it was like a teaser, but it's like, hey, this movie, and I think we had it for Deadpool as well, like a teaser for Deadpool and Wolverine, and then we're watching Deadpool and Wolverine, and then we had this a teaser for the teaser trailer. Sorry, a teaser trailer for the trailer we were about to watch. And I see them do this on YouTube. So they're like, watch the full trailer. And, yeah.
Trailer starts now.
So there was this horror that I really want to watch. I might have been blinked twice. And they show me like the scariest bits and moments. Now watch the full trailer. It's like, well, what's the point of you're trying to get me hyped up? You're just showing me the full... I keep seeing marketing just losing the plot, not really understanding what the audience wants. Because if you show them all the best bits, then what's the point of going to watch the movie? Or if you do one of those trailers that are 3 minutes long and you literally do the entire plot of the story, you've shown them the entire movie in a condensed story, they always leave disappointed. Still to this day, I remember marketing, advertising for the Matrix on the side of a bus, and that's all I saw. That's all I knew. I saw the who was in it, and I saw the code, and I thought that looks interesting. Went and watched it, and it blew my mind. Had I seen a trailer for the stuff, I think it would have ruined a lot of that experience.
Yeah. Chris said that he walks into the movie 28 minutes after the start time, so you don't have to watch the trailers. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you get about 20 to 30 minutes in the U.S. of trailers and advertisements before
we
the
do
actual
as well.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have not seen the most recent or the newest Kraven the Hunter trailer. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gabriel wants to, how good is The Descent? If we're talking about...
It's often, we often talk about the Descent that comes up in conversation because we love horror, and that okay, so The Descent aside, we both have watched the recent film by this director.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
I didn't go back to it.
I don't blame you. I really wanted you to watch it so I could talk about it. I was trying to get you, because honestly, it's not very good. The second half is better than the first half because it's a different film in the second half. But and I've even forgotten the name. What's it called? Duchess. Yeah, that's just come out. But The Descent, I like the happier ending. You like the other ending. The director said both endings are fine. So
no, they're not both fine.
Well, if the director has said it, he's
Yeah,
right.
but he puts out crap movies also.
That's true.
Dog Soldiers is poo.
Dude, you can't talk to British people and say that Dog Soldiers is poop. Dog Soldiers is great.
Poo. This is why we're friends. Oh, yes, Crochet a while and listen. Ghostbusters, just the picture and some music. That's it. Just the logo.
Yep.
That's all we need. All
Amen.
we need.
Yep.
Okay. Ruben,
Mhm.
I don't even know what we're doing anymore. What
We're talking about Phantoms next.
Oh, good God.
So the movie that we chose somehow.
No, somebody recommended this to us.
Yes, who was that?
I
up
don't
in
know,
the
but
comment.
yeah,
up.
own up to that because I'm
'Cause we watched
sorry.
it, and I'm a huge fan. Next to Stephen King, he's my second favorite writer, Dean Koontz, who wrote the book to this film, The Phantoms, or just Phantoms.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a decent cast as well, Phantoms.
I was surprised at the cast, actually.
But I think some of them forgot how to act.
I think it comes down to the director. He has not done much.
No, he hasn't.
And he's done a lot of, I believe he's done a lot of TV. And it came across like a TV movie.
A really bad VHS movie that you would dig to the bottom of the barrel, like in a basket in a store. We're like, just help yourself to one. That's what it felt like. Okay, I'm being very harsh on it. There are far worse movies. It just wasn't very good. I liked the last 15 minutes of the movie because it got into creature feature. And it reminded me of movies like The Thing. Like when they were doing sort of tentacly monsters, it was
Yeah.
great. When Peter O'Toole's on screen, it was great.
I liked the moth facehugger. I don't understand why it was there.
The silliness and the continuity of this film is ridiculous. What they can do to when they can't do it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, the whole time I was just like, eh?
Yeah.
And never mind the graphics. The graphics are so bad.
It is 1998. I'm
Yes,
gonna
it is.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
So I did-
forgive some of
So
that.
I did forgive some of that because of when it was made. But yeah, I was like, oh,
The opening sequence with Rose McGowan and Joanna Going in the car
good Lord.
was
Painful.
that is not the way to start a story.
No.
I wanted them to just die in the tunnel.
Yeah. I was hoping something
and
was
it
going to
rolls
happen.
the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've seen this movie before, but I
Really?
may have blanked it out. Like, I was like, I swear I recognize some of this stuff.
There is a story here. It just
It
was not
screams read the
realized.
book, doesn't it? When you're
Yeah, it
watching
does.
it's like,
It really
I get
does.
it really, really screams.
Because it has like weird stuff at the beginning, and they think they see things and everything, and I'm like, oh yeah, hey, this is great. And then we have other things where it's like creature feature, and you're like, wait a minute, what movie are we watching? Did it?
It was so funny. They just established that when the entity can hold up the bodies of humans to speak through, they open up their mouths.
Yeah.
And it speaks. Their tongues are moved, their jaws are moved. It speaks through them. Cut to the body that suddenly is able to talk just normal, and because he's the creepy guy, and he can just talk normally. I'm like, they're literally continuity issues like that throughout the movie, contradicting itself. It's like,
Well, and then there's one where he just opens his mouth and goes,
it was like, why can't you speak now?
yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris and Ruben's top tip: avoid phantoms.
Avoid phantoms. Yeah. Okay.
Oh gosh, if
I think we should go back to the comments though quickly. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Oh, I know why you want to. Yeah, no, Badger, I'm sorry, and Quaddy, I'm welcome to the show. I'm no. You all can be wrong. No, I'm glad that you enjoy it. I really do. There were some things in it that I did enjoy, and some of the practical effects were wonderful. I just
a
felt
great
the movie
movie.
was
No, you're wrong.
Okay. Best twist ever might be Dead Man's Shoes.
I think I've seen that one actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Patty Considine, I'm already there. So that's okay.
Yeah, I've seen this one. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm Hey, yeah, and I've never even heard of this one. So thank you for that. Underrated how important a director actually is. Actors are blank canvas, and without proper direction, even the most celebrated actor can produce a terrible performance. And you love Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
So,
Borderlands a prime example. Yeah. Yeah.
Badger recently watched Dead Man's Shoes. Hard hitting, amazing performances. That's outstanding. It's very effective. Good. That's great. I would love to have a movie like that. I want it to hit me. I want it to be good. And Retzlaff, yeah, it wasn't supposed to be phantasms. That would have been a better thing.
Yeah. Probably anything would have been better
than been phantoms. Yeah.
Yeah.
The great thing for me was that I didn't even know there was a. Okay. Well, now I know that there's a twist. So, okay, I'll try and forget that there's a twist. Okay. What do we?
I think I've already spoken about most of my bad. What's the worst thing you watched this week? The only thing I haven't spoken about was Trap.
Okay.
So, M. Night Shyamalan's new film that just came out here for us. I think it's been out for about a week. I know you saw it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
The trailer, the movie that sold me on the trailer wasn't the movie that I got. So
Really?
everybody should, yeah. So what I saw in the trailer was a bunch of thriller-ish moments with a serial killer trying to escape the auditorium. So I had hoped that those 3 moments that they showed in the trailer weren't the 3 moments that you got in the movie. And it pretty much was until we get to the end. The thing is, I don't think this film needs to exist. It's a really weird film. It sets itself out to be one film, and it makes the audience feel awkward because you're sort of rooting for the bad guy. Like you want him to outwit everybody so he can escape, sort of. But I feel bad for wanting him to escape because he's the bad guy and he needs to be caught. But also the family is in it, so it's weird.
Yeah.
It feels like it's a dumbed down version of an episode of Dexter. And Dexter was better because he had his moral where he's a serial killer, but he only kills serial killers. So you could get behind him that way. This way, you're like, oh. The only reason I think that this film deserves to exist is because Josh Hartnett is brilliant in it. The way he showcases what he can do with a character, I was like, please give Josh more. I want to see what he can do with it. And Shia LaBeouf needs to stop putting himself in these damn movies. It's not funny or cute. He doesn't need to be in them.
Yeah, no, he does not.
Just stop it. Come on.
So
I didn't mind it. It's not on my worst thing. It's just on it was average.
Okay.
And that's why I feel a lot about his movies of late. They're just average. The last one I watched of his, what the hell was that? Oh yeah, the ending of that film.
The Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods.
Ugh.
I was like, I was enjoying it, and then the ending, I was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
And that's what I felt like this one. This one just felt like it fizzled out.
I can see that. I mean, I appreciated that there wasn't the twist, that he wasn't attempting that. You know what I mean? That it was just.
I was hoping I was wrong. I really thought that his family were going to be in on it. Like there was this big twist with his family.
Go ahead.
No, that was it. So I thought that, and I was like, that would have been cool. That would have been different. Yeah.
Somebody had mentioned, and maybe it was Chris Retzlaff, but somebody had mentioned how cool it would be that the wife was in on it.
Yes, exactly.
Now,
I thought I would have been like, she knew the whole time, and the kids didn't, but they were like in on it. I was like, that would have been so much creepier.
Well, and what that does to the ending too, though, right?
Yeah.
That she.
Yeah. So she's like, and she's absolutely. That'd have been a way to do a sequel.
That would be no. Don't do a sequel. Just let it go. Just let
No.
it with her.
Wait, money, Chris. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I was underwhelmed. So I'm so glad I watched Alien after. So
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I watched The Union on Netflix. We talked about it briefly before, but
good.
just don't watch this movie. It is phenomenally long for being a short movie. At an hour and 15 minutes, I stopped it because I was tired. I started at midnight on Thursday or Friday morning.
Right.
And hour and 15, I just had to go to bed because I was just like, I'm not feeling this at all anyway. It's not good enough to continue on. But I had 30 something minutes left.
I literally did the same thing last night. I went, holy crap, there's still 36 minutes left.
It's predictable, and that's not even the bothersome part.
It's just boring.
It is just
For all the generic action, the very bright colors, the starkness of the clarity of the film.
Yes,
It's just horrible to watch. It was not a fun experience. And this movie should be. These actors are way better than this movie.
And this should have been that fun escapism.
Yeah.
Right? That's
like
all it should have been.
The other one we were talking about, it's not a good movie, but it's fun escapism. The blah, 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 blah on Apple. The blah, blah, blah.
Oh, Instigators.
The Instigators. Yeah.
Yes. That is a generic movie.
Yeah.
But the dynamic between Matt Damon and Casey Affleck makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the dynamic between Halle Berry and Marky Mark
just
didn't.
There wasn't actual chemistry.
No.
I believe they might have been friends once.
Well, and they knew each other when they were young.
They did. Yeah.
I
just didn't feel the chemistry, so
no,
I don't know.
No. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's crap. Yeah.
Yeah. Should we briefly hit news and then the things that we're looking forward to? Okay.
Yeah.
I got just a little bit of news here.
Okay.
Two things which kind of tie into each other, but they don't really, but I'm going to make them tie into each other. Apple has announced that they are doing season 2 of Dark Matter.
Okay.
I ask why. Blake Crouch said apparently we left some things unanswered or open. No, not for a second season. You did not. But for a sequel season that I am excited about, Netflix announced that The Gentleman is coming back for season 2. Not sure that needs to exist either, but I enjoyed the first season and I could continue on, especially with the idiot brother.
People are so greedy. If it slightly works, then, my gosh, okay.
What do you got? That's all the news I have.
I don't have any news. Yeah.
Okay. What we're looking forward to then? That's fast.
Yes. Yeah.
Greedy People comes out this week. It's got Lily James and Hamish Patel, which is funny because they played in Yesterday together. Here
What's
they're a
that
married
on?
couple. It's coming to theaters.
Oh.
And then it'll probably be on VOD very quickly. It also has Joseph Gordon-Levitt. This is a dark comedy, and I mean dark comedy.
Okay, you've seen it already?
I watched it last night.
Okay.
I would wait for streaming, wait for
Right.
VOD, something like that. It's funny, and it's good, but not good enough.
Right. Okay. Cool. There's a limited series coming to Netflix this Friday called The Frog. It's a Korean mystery. One tranquil summer, a mysterious woman checks into a vacation rental, triggering events that disrupt the lives of the owner and those around him. So psychological, dark, suspenseful, and it's Korean and limited series. I'm down. Yeah.
Yes, please. There is a movie that is coming to Shudder at the end of this week, and it is called Hellhole. I don't have the screener for it yet, but I really, really, really want to see it. I think it played at Fantasia Fest also.
Yeah, I've heard about this actually.
Yeah. So
It's not the same hole that's on Netflix, right?
no,
No.
that one was terrible. If I'm thinking of the same thing.
The 2022 one.
Let me look. Is that what it was called? Hellhole?
Yeah.
Oh, there's several.
Of course they are. Yeah.
Yeah, there was one from 2013. Oh! I remember this. The ending was bonkers.
Ending was bonkers. I really liked that film. I was surprised. You're like, oh, that's crap. I was like, but I liked it.
This is not the one I was thinking of. This
Right.
one was like just weird, and kind of okay. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's Polish. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Had a very interesting ending. Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Yeah. There's anime.
Okay.
Okay. For those otakus who love Sailor Moon, there's new Sailor Moon. The Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Cosmos the movie. So cool.
When does that come out?
Thursday.
Cinema? Is that what it is, or Crunchyroll?
Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
Netflix. Yeah.
Nice Girls. I think it's French. Is coming to Netflix on Wednesday. It's a movie. It might be Spanish. Blink Twice and Strange Darling both coming this week as well to the cinemas.
There's a Terror Tuesday. Have you heard of that?
No.
So there's a series, a Thai series, which has me worried.
Oh, yes.
But it's a horror. So Terror Tuesday Extreme. It's like an anthology horror series.
8 episodes.
Yeah.
Huh. On the
Might
20th.
be worth a watch. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Huh.
We like our horrors. So
Yeah. Yeah. Thai ones are kind of weird sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah.
they're good, and sometimes they're just
not so good.
Yeah. The Killer comes to Peacock this week.
Yes.
End of the week.
Yes.
And then what you said already, Pachinko season 2 hits Apple. So there's that. Yeah, that's all I got though.
Yeah, that's all I got as well.
Okay. We'll finish up in. Sorry, I gotta hear. Finish up in the comments, and then we will say goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see here. So, talking about the what is that movie? Dead Man's Shoes or something like that?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
it's heavy, but I think you've seen the coffee table, so you'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. 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 Now that you hyped it, I'm going to hate it. No, I'm excited. Jason Momoa as Lobo is still rumored. We're going to never see a Lobo movie. I don't know. Is that
I
DC?
honestly
or is
don't care about comic book movies at the moment. Like, I've so had enough
agree.
of them. Yeah,
I think we really need a long break.
we do. Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice to have a 2-year gap of really good writing.
You know what? Come back in 2 years with a new Blade movie that saved them in the first place and make this the launch pad. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just stop rushing these things. I saw Fantastic Four a little bit, and it's like, okay. I don't know. It
Yeah, because
seems-
D23 happened this week, didn't it?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of news of stuff that were coming in. Everything I saw coming out, I was just like,
Yeah. So, okay.
I don't know if we'll ever see that. Sorry, that is DC Lobo.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it?
I don't know. I
Fight
don't know.
Superman. DC. Yeah.
Okay.
Just thinking of the character. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be outstanding. What a great idea, Badger. A year of movie budgets capped at $1 million.
I agree. I think we'd see some incredible stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Practical in camera again. Be so good. Yeah.
It Comes at Night, one of the best film posters. I like the poster. I need to rewatch the movie because I did not enjoy it the first time I saw it.
Did she not?
No.
Oh, okay. I really liked it.
But see, this was pre-Hereditary.
Right.
So I watched it in a different mindset. So I need to go back.
Mm.
Doesn't mean I'm going to enjoy it because I watched The Vitch twice after seeing Hereditary, and I still don't think it's that great of a movie.
Oh, you still don't like Vitch? Okay.
It's okay. I mean, I'm glad that other people really enjoy it. For me, though, it's just kind of there. I mean, there's
What's your
some good
favorite
performances
of his so far?
Eggers,
Yeah.
probably The Lighthouse, and then I don't know. I need to rewatch Northman also. I am really though looking forward to Nosferatu.
Nosferatu, I'm very much looking forward to. I tried rewatching the Viking one recently,
Northman,
and all my family just tapped out. They were so bored. So,
Okay, definitely an artsy film.
oh, for sure. I mean, all these films are, but sometimes the artsy stuff is so well boxed that you're gripped into the characters. And I think Vitch does that a little bit. Certainly Lighthouse does that. But those two performances in the Lighthouse carried, I mean, that could have been a box, and those two playing in a box, it still would have been incredible. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Ruben with the Ruby Tuesday. Me, Chris, Movies and Munchies. Our Patreon, patreon.com/thebeardedones. It's on the screen. It's in the description. Thank you to all of our patrons that we currently have on there. Over 100 videos, like Ruben had mentioned at the beginning. £1 gets you in there. Uno, yes. We have an amazing community. If you ever feel like your comments or just something gets lost in the shuffle of regular YouTube, this is a much more condensed and focused area to communicate and to interact. And
it's a lot of fun. Yeah,
it's
really good.
Yeah. So thank you to everybody there. We are coming back next week. Safe hunting. I'm not going to the theater today, so there you go. Do we see the Saturday night trailer? Should be fun. Leading up to the first Saturday Night Live. No, I've not seen that. I didn't even know about this. That's crazy. But thanks, Chris, for that heads up. I'll go search it out. Everybody, we hope that you have a phenomenal week.
Yeah.
We will see you next time. All right. Take care.
Bye, guys.